Give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakodash. The brothers and apostles and elders are great men, so who taught us this truth. In salutation to the elect brethren, they're doing this work. It's kind of because the focus I plan earth. Right? We had the Gms Trinidad camp. I was off camera for quite a while, but we now come on. Right? You know, on the street. Right? Out here doing this work once again. Right? We'll continue with the flow. This is St. John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil.
Yeah, hey. And you don't testify of it true. Now, the men outside here on the highways and the byways, we coming outside here and saying this world evil. That's why the world hate we. Because we say it evil. If you are saying it like this man said, I say to myself, it's a wonderful world. If you are saying that,
that was not good.
That was yeah, that dude.
No, that was not good. That was
I'm going to be comfortable in this place now.
Yeah, I'm going to be comfortable because we are saying, hey, the prophets come preaching that the world again.
We don't have need for the prophet.
We don't have need for we. But the true prophets, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, will always come and say, hey, a homosexual had to be put to death.
Right.
Because what in them DNA is the right things. What Yahweh put in them, in the spirit from since the foundation of the world. Yahweh put that in the spirit, right things, he knows.
Precept your faith. This is book of Ezekiel chapter 22, I'll start at verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, came unto me, saying, Know thou, son of man, wilt thou judge the bloody city? Yea, thou shalt shew her all her abominations. Then said thou, Thus said the Lord power, the city sheddeth blood in the midst of it, that her time may come, and maketh idols against herself to destroy, to defile herself. Huh? Oh yeah, can, because that is where the Most High have the prophets out here doing. Alright, we judging the city. The scripture say, cry aloud, spare not, lift up your voice like a trumpet, show the people in the transgression, right? And the wicked one the ways, you know. The scripture says, set your house in order. But what's going on with our people right now? They don't want to hear the words of the Lord. They want to do their own thing. So we out here letting the city know all the abominations, as the brother was saying earlier. Adulteries, homosexuality, fornication, right? Democracy. This independent spirit that you all have on all your crowded spirit. But we saying, hey, return unto Yahweh.
Go ahead.
And this is Isaiah 58 and verse 1. It says, Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people the transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. It said, Yet they seek me daily, and they like to know my ways as a nation that did righteousness.
Yes, so a lot of Christians, right, they desire to seek the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai daily. They go to church, right? They like to say thank you Jesus, all of these kind of things. But they don't know the Most High. Because when the truth of the scriptures start to come out, guess what? They're going and start to leave the church. Because a lot of these women in church, who is the backbone of the blasted church, they commit adultery. They go fucking around with their vagina hole all over. Right? Hey, like a certain person, hey, Satan's favorite daughter, they say God gave them something between the legs, you understand? To benefit from. Right? But guess what? If you're going in the Middle East, women know how to make thread. They know how to bake. They know how to make flour, all of these kind of things. But all on the Western Hemisphere, all you depend on all your vagina and all your harlotry to make it out here.
Hey, so
alright?
Once you see that, a harlot in the East will be put to death.
Can.
You understand? And that's to show you that the Western way of thinking is poison. I'll share with you on the BBC. There's a harlot. They had a harlot on BBC. Maya something. Whatever. She was an Arab. Yeah, she came to the US and she was approached, right, by a man on the street in Hollywood, I think it was, right? And she went into what? In porn business, right? So now she's talking about, she wasn't really rebuking it. She was just saying, she was rebuking certain things about it, about being young and naive and going into it. Because at the end of the millions of porn that she made, right? So they get $12,000. So they get $12,000. She make millions of porn and she get $12,000. Right? But on top of that, she made porn as an Arab, dressed in hijab. So right now she can't even go back to the Middle East. Because she getting death threats. She can't even go back to the Middle East. They want to kill her because she misrepresented what they so-called power Allah, right? Having a hijab on and is a pure blasphemy, right? She put to death. But that's Western world fear.
Right here in Trinidad, I was listening to the radio and I heard on the news that it was talking about women who their vagina smell like fish. Alright? So they have a thing they're doing now, they're doing some bacteria tests in the vagina now. So if your vagina smell like fish, you could go to Esau now and he will do something called a fluid replacement or something so to help you get rid of that stench. So so the so-called white man, right? The system that teach you that a woman can have multiple men. She could go sleep around with Tom, Dick and Harry, all different men breaking up inside of her vagina. When she done, she vagina smell like fish. You understand? She get all kind of infections like fireball and cysts up in she vagina now. Can't make children. And now you have to go to he now for he to try to help you now to get rid of your disease.
You can't see all these cackling hoes laughing, right? But their transgression is in the Bible. Them cackling hoes, most I say people are laughing their calamity in the day of what? In the day when their fear coming, right? The most I gonna laugh. The same, I showed how cackling hoes in Bahamas, face up, face down, and ass up. Then Hurricane Dorian passed through.
A gift. That is the meaning of the Dorian gift.
From
Judgment.
Yeah.
Judgment is a gift.
Yeah, judgment is a gift.
Just so I add a little more. The Isaiah 58.
And they bring on next. About the purpose of it. Jeremiah 7 and verse 9, it says, will he steal, murder, and commit adultery, and swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk after other gods whom he knows not, and come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name, and say we are delivered to do all this abomination? So what is the thing I like to say? I am delivered, praise the Lord. After that, I'm going to commit all kind of abomination. They're coming in the church where they're calling, it's called by the Lord's name, and saying we are delivered to do all this abomination. You understand? Yes.
Jesus deliverance temple where I would start Elamite from the church.
This is Amos chapter 5 verse 21. I hate and despise your feast days, and I will not spell in your solemn assemblies. Though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard peace offerings or your fat beasts. Take away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows.
Because right, the Most High controversy, right? The Most High controversy with Zion. Because the scripture said there is no truth, neither justice inside of this place. Because who really judging the cause of the poor? Who judging the cause of the widow, the fatherless? That's right. All right? You people who handling the law, right, are the Most High, all you don't have no knowledge of the law, because if all is really pastors or priests, all is supposed to be judging the cause of the poor, the widow, and the fatherless. All right? Let me see if I could get that real quick in Jeremiah chapter 2. Jeremiah chapter 2, 8.
Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 8. The priest said not, where is Yahweh? And they that handle the law knew me not.
Yes, so you people who handling the book, alright, the Tanakh, or the Most High, the law, the prophets and the writings, all you don't know about Shem Yahushai. All you delivered in the name of Jesus. To do what? Alright? Jeremiah 22, and I think it, matter of fact, Jeremiah 9, and see what verse 22 say.
This is Jeremiah 9:22. It says, speak thus, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field. And
24.
Jump down to 24.
Now read through to 24.
Right. So like Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 22. Speak thus saith Yahweh, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field, and as the handful after the harvestman, and none shall gather them. It says, thus saith Yahweh power, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom.
Right, so all these church people, they are considered to be wise in the eyesight of the congregation. Go ahead.
It says, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. He saw army. It says, let not the rich man glory in his riches.
Yeah, my pastor have a maxi, yeah, car, yeah, field, yeah, this, my pastor, that. Go ahead.
Also the elite. It says, but let them that glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me.
Go ahead.
That I am Yahweh, which exercise loving kindness, judgment.
Go ahead.
Judgment.
All right. Judgment. What are you doing in church? If all you say all you handle in the book. Tithes and offering. Tithes and offering was gold and silver, and they used to take it and they pack it. They take it and they pack it. I agree. The scripture say, I'm thinking again is godless. Withdraw yourself from these men, because guess what? You're going to have a problem. All right? That the scripture say how to deal with. The scripture call it the laws of life. Right? In Ecclesiastes 17. Right? The scripture say he gave everybody a law concerning his neighbor. How to deal with your neighbor on a daily basis. Love your neighbor as yourself. But what are you doing? As all you live from fucking church, all you always have problem with all your neighbor. And both all you worship in the same damn God. Alright? And because of the pastor's scripture say, the leaders of those people cause them to share. There is no judgment in these churches. You don't have no judgment in these churches. These pastors are false. Alright?
2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. I like to draw back to that example about 2 years ago in Maloney. Right? The unruly daughter of Israel had a next man separate from the child father, right, whom she was married to. She brought in this next man, the stepfather, and what he raped and chopped up the baby girl, right? Stuff her in a barrel. The whole nation was looking for about 2-3 days, maybe a week. You understand? Until she started smelling the barrel in the house. Then the whole nation mourned, right? What they don't recognize is that this work that we doing out here is a proactive work. This nation is a reactive nation with a reactive government. The word government goes back to a Latin word govern, which means to rule and ment in the mind. Right? So they come and they create laws. They're gonna create laws and box them into a corner where they can't move and still not solve the problem. You have a prime minister saying what? The African people, the so-called African people, what? They're not doing good. Why they're not doing good? Because the curse is upon them. But you're not teaching the people that. You're not teaching them that it's not Africans, it's Israelites. Right? And the Israelites, the scripture says what? In Daniel 9 and 11. The curse is fallen upon all Israel.
That's right.
Because what? They transgress thy law even by departing. They depart from their power. Right? You ain't the nasty African to get us back in order, to make us succeed. Right? Because you're the spirit of a Hamite. Bald head, clean shaven. Right? Serving what? Serving the rulers of the people. Right. Serving who? Egypt, Esau, Edom. That's who the Most High set up in power. And you are servant to them. Right?
It's Jeremiah 2 verse 19. It says, thy own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backsliding shall reprove thee.
Yeah, thy own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backsliding shall correct thee. Because what? You're being judged. You all don't know that the power of heaven and earth is a power of judgment. That's what the scripture that's read. Right? That the Most High exercised judgment. He exercised loving kindness. He also exercised patience. Right?
Well, there's no therefore, and see that it is an evil thing, and better that thou hast forsaken Yahweh thy power, that my fear is not in thee, said Yahweh of hosts.
Yeah, it's an evil thing and a bitter thing that you forsake your power. Because you forsake him, you're going to be judged. Right? You're being judged on a daily basis. You're being judged by the Most High and you don't know. Right? What happened across the Bahamas was judgment.
That's
and
right.
it was by the hand of the Lord, the creator of heaven and earth. Satan didn't do that. Right? The people who was afflicted, they cried out. They say, what? Hey, we sin, we sin, we sin. They can understand that day because they experience it. They understand because they experience it. The scripture says what? They will went after by death and pain. By death through pain. That's how you're going to be reproved.
That's right.
Right? You refuse to hear the voice of the prophets, which is the voice of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because we don't come speaking our own words, we come speaking the words of the Lord.
That's right.
Right? How are you at something?
Yeah, it's Ecclesiasticus chapter 16 and verse 26. It says, the works of Yahweh are done in judgment from the beginning.
Yeah, they're done in judgment from the beginning. But that's the power that we have. Keep his commandments, fear him, or be judged. Right? In the old days, in the days of the law, right? The Most High, he put a man to death for picking up sticks on the Sabbath. You understand? That's judgment. A man thought he was doing righteousness. He went to save the Ark of the Covenant from falling off. He was put to death. You're not a Levite, you're not sanctified, you was not ordained to touch that. He was judged. Obey Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Yeah, these are Book of Amos chapter 5 and verse 24. It says, but let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream.
Let judgment run down like waters, right? We drinking from the waters of the fountain of life. The stream that flows from the throne of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Judgment. This is what we prophesy. The Most High is about to bring judgment.
That's
the
right.
speaks of the day of the Lord to be judgment day. When the missiles hit, it's going to be judgment.
That's right.
The missiles coming. World War III coming.
Right.
It's prophesied in the Bible. They say, believe in God, you believe in the Bible, it's written there. Go ahead.
These are let's take one. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 3 and verse 17. It says, son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Yeah, what watchman do? A watchman stand up on the high tower and you watch it for danger. Right? You watch it for danger. Right? The Lord said he made thee a watchman unto the nation of Israel. There's danger coming. The scripture say what? If you blow on certain trumpet, there will be one. Anybody can remember that precept?
It's like a, hey, and that's saying too from the scripture. The scripture say, hey, give them warning from me. And this is a scripture I love because hey, the Most High, he like to put people to death for doing the wrong thing. When you watch all the gruesome deaths, all them dead people in nowadays, all them dead people in Bahamas. Watch out, look at the way that they died. You understand? Men get their hand chopped up from a plywood. You understand? The Most High is he will kill you, boy. He will kill you. You better turn on yourself and serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He will put you to death. The Most High said to give you people warning from him. You understand? He's a different type of power.
Yeah, there we are. Alright, we did a man in space here. We can just hold up this, Baba Kusha. Let's select you on the cup. We just facilitating the natives. A little bit. We get 2 street lights today. Yeah, select, yeah,
Vision like you lose it twice. Twice or so.
Yeah, so hey, the Most High say give you people, they give you warning from him because hey, if we don't come out here and tell you people, scripture want to continue with it and say, hey, you gotta warn the wicked. Yeah, we gotta get all your blood off of our hands first. And I stand right now, we warning you people from the Most High. The Most High said to come out here on the highways and we'll give you warning. You understand? Turn from the wicked ways.
Trumpet. These are 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 8. It says, from the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle?
Yeah, if the trumpet give an uncertain sound. Right, they kick him out. Joel, chapter 2, Baba Kusha. So we blowing the trumpet right now. Yeah, I'm going to show you. You're supposed to know. Good. Shall the trumpet be blown in the city and people not be afraid?
That one?
Joel chapter 3, sir.
Amos 3. 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city?
Yeah, Joel 12:1.
Amos 3.
Right, you can see Joel 12:1. Yeah, because the trumpet that going to be blown is the words of the prophets. Right? Well,
It says Joel 2 and verse 1.
what?
It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
That's what we doing. Was them crying out what? In the streets. He uttered his voice in the city, in the gate. Right?
That's
the
right.
trumpet being blown. Right? The Most High, he just visited what? He sent his son to visit what? The Bahamas. That instruction was at the hand of the Most High. That was judgment. The power. The power of the nation of Israel is what? A power of judgment.
That's right. It said, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
Tremble. These people don't fear the power of heaven and earth. His names or their names are Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai.
That's right.
Right? He's the power of the Hebrews, you Negroes, you Latinos, and you Native Americans. Right? How much are you all what? They're angry or they perturbed by the influx of Venezuelans? Guess what? There's your brothers. And they were here before you. You don't claim that what it's a microcountry, a melting pot of people. You celebrate this rich culture of Trinidad and Tobago, having Caribs and Arawaks. You talk about the Coco Payon. You talk about the Spanish of Lopino, right? And Tamana, Tamparo. These people, so-called Venezuelans, they are Asha. They are the tribe of Asha. They were here before you, right? I have a book called what? The First in Trinidad, where it talks about Christopher Columbus and they come in, the conquistadors come into this island, right? When they come, who they was met by the so-called Caribs and Arawaks. They had to come 3 times to take Tobago. 3 times they had to come to take Tobago because these Asherites, they fought them at all. When they came the 3rd time, they came with horses, and that's what had the natives dismayed, right? So your people are destroyed for knowledge, right? You're oppressing your own. All how you're oppressing your own, right? The Most High bringing judgment upon you. The same destruction that they're fleeing from to this island was occur. The Most High said that you're going to face that judgment. You're going to face that judgment. Right? The time of Jacob's trouble is coming. The government is preparing to put you all in trouble, to make you all uneasy. Disease. You know what disease is? Without ease, this whole nation is going to be diseased. There's an upcoming financial collapse. You ain't going to be able to come out here and hustle your food, hustle your fruits, hustle your maxis. None of this shit going to happen just now. Right? Just how you're going to be crying out for the Lord. Right? The Most High said judgment going to come quick and speedily. What are you going to do when the Most High visits you? What are you going to do? Right? Jump in a nice vehicle, hide in a mansion, the Most High blowing them shit down.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 9. Behold, the day of your Bashem Yahushai coming cruel.
You coming what?
Coming cruel.
Like coming nice. With the Lord coming down with some white bear Babsy angels, right? As little boys, you know, flying around, giving hugs and kisses. No, they're coming how?
Cruel.
They're coming cruel. The Most High is coming cruel.
That's right.
That's right.
But with wrath and fierce anger.
With what?
With wrath and fierce anger.
Somebody give me Isaiah 29 verse 6. With what? With what?
With wrath and fierce anger. To lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof
To
out
lay
of
the
it.
land desolate. And he shall do what? Destroy the sinners thereof. Give me 2 Corinthians 15:22. Somebody had the Isaiah 29 verse 6. Give me.
Second. Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6
Uh-huh.
says, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest.
With what? With storm and tempest. So who visited Bahamas? It was the Lord.
That's right.
It was the Lord. Read it over again.
Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise.
And great noise, go ahead.
With storm and tempest.
With storm and tempest. What? They had a testimony that it wasn't just a hurricane, it wasn't just a whirlwind, they had tornadoes in between. That was the Lord.
That's right.
Fear the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, and the fear of devouring fire.
Yeah. And that's going to be in the form of ICBM. Talking about nuclear missiles. Go ahead. You got a precept?
Yes.
Yeah. And the one that you want to.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 22. It says, my right hand shall not spare the sinners.
The Most High said what? Who's the right hand of the Most High? Yahweh Shai, his son. It said what?
It says, my right hand shall not spare the sinners.
He shall not spare the sinners.
And my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
And that's Esau. Esau going across from nation to nation shedding innocent blood. Because they're covetous. Because they're greedy. Because they're evil. Right? They are the ones that the Most High set up. Right? In opposition to all righteousness. Right? That's the self-proclaimed white man on the planet earth. He proclaimed himself white. Meaning to say that he's pure. In ancient Hebrew custom, what? You commit a crime, you used to be presented with one of either two stones. Either white to be pure or exempt from the transgression, or black. Right? He claims to be pure, innocent. You understand? But he is not. He is the greatest transgressor on the planet earth. He caused the nations to go off. You understand? He is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He's Satan, the opposition. Right? You have something to say? Huh?
I have a precept here. Say. This is Isaiah chapter 10 and I'll start at verse 9. It's not Calno as Carchemish, it's not Hamath as Arpad, it's not Samaria as Damascus, as my hand had found the kingdom of the idols, and whose graven images did excel them of Jerusalem and of Samaria.
All those were gods of the heathen nations. The Most High found them and did what? He destroyed them. Hey, if you can remember, about 2 or 3 years ago, ISIS was attacking what? Ancient Samaria, Palmyra, and destroying all the idols there. The Most High destroyed the cities. Right? He destroyed the idols. Shamash, Chemosh, Molech. Right? None of the gods saved them from the destruction, because none of them in rulership right now. Who's in rulership? Esau. And who's Esau God? Satan himself. Right? Satan himself. But he's accusing his brethren before their power. Go ahead, huh? And he's going to be judged for that. That's it.
I want to hear.
Go ahead, huh?
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 16 and verse 17.
What?
And down it says, say not, though I will hide myself from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among many people, for what is my soul among such an infinite number of creation? Behold the heavens and the heavens of heavens, and the depths of the earth, and all that therein is shall be removed when he shall visit.
When he shall what? Visit. Everybody gonna be removed. All the rulers are the people. Yahweh shall come to take crowns. What do you mean? What do you think that means? He's coming to take down rulers. And their rulership, their dominions, their kingdoms. Go ahead.
It says the mountain also and the foundation of the earth shall be shaken with trembling when Yahweh looketh upon them.
Yeah, when Yahweh shall look upon them. The scripture says that when they look at his countenance, 2nd Ezra 13, whenever he look, they fear and they tremble. Right? Right now we trembling because we know that the wrath of Yahweh is coming. Right?
Every night is a thing.
Like daytime.
You kind of heat that again. So when the rain falls with that heat, it tells you that earthquake is imminent. So this place, it might be seen as a jet earthquake. Generally, the last one. And you know what is coming after earthquakes? Tsunamis. A lot of people get so this place might end up worse than Bahamas.
This place might end up below sea level.
Yeah, because the people in this place, the proud as hell too. And the wicked as the people in Bahamas, because there's a lot of witchcraft in Bahamas. That's why that judgment come upon them. Somebody was the proper thing when the woman was talking. They said the man grabbed his wife and his mother. And when the board from the house it come off and take off the man hand and gone with the mother. Hey, all like judgment.
That's right.
Hey, the scripture says judgment is go forth every day. You have to wait for judgment, wait for nobody to die to get judgment. You know what I mean?
Hey, I tell you, I was meditating on everything this weekend. The terrors of the Most High, right? Last year we had a great flood, or one of the greatest flood in the country.
Hey,
right? But we had, yes.
It's not a series of chopping on women. like it's not a spirit, and one woman was getting chopped.
Last year, yeah,
chop up to death.
Yeah, it's
a terrible thing to get death by chopping. Right? That's a nice death. That's a nice death, you know what I mean? More side judgment, without judgment.
But what I'm saying too, with the floods last year, what happened? You had different parts of the island, central, north, central, right? Was flood, I think, probably parts of south. What happened? What did Most High do? He let the rains fall, right? He bring like a month's rain in 3 days, right? And he also let the sea level rise. So what? You see how mighty the Most High is? He let the sea level rise, so the rainwater had nowhere to go. So it flood. You understand? These people was judged. But they didn't. Blasphemy.
Yeah,
blasphemy.
They don't understand that the space on the sea level. Most that drainage might get the water out. But this place is short of that. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, shalom to the Akim.
Hey, shalom. You have a strong side back. All the brothers are coming forward. All the brothers are pushing this whole all over the road.
Yeah, this is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 26.
Right.
It says, for Yahweh knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore deliver he them unto death and destruction.
Read that again, because the Most High knows all who break all the laws. Even from the forefathers, the pain from the forefathers come right down. Because they know the people, there's just the same people from the forefathers, it's the same people. That's why judgment and come on this place. Sometimes you might look upon somebody and say, hey boy, in the flesh you would say, wait, that person deserves that. And when you read the scripture, you understand, you know, that what judgment is. Because in Job it says, so whosoever been innocent and not innocent.
Whoever perish being innocent.
Whoever perish being innocent, none. And
judgment.
Yeah, people don't understand what judgment is. They don't understand how life does, how the cycle does run. And the full of this thing that come out of the mouth. We have one life to live. And one life to live in real nonsense.
It's a fair. This is the book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, but truly I am full of power by the Spirit of Yahweh, and of judgment, and of might, to declare unto Jacob his transgression, and to Israel his sin.
Zephaniah 3 verse 5, it says, the just Lord is in the midst thereof, he will not do iniquity. Every morning that he brings his judgment to light, he said it not, but the unjust will not shame.
Bring back again, Baba Prashad.
Zephaniah 3 verse 5, it says, the just Lord is in the midst thereof.
Just Lord is in the midst thereof. There's a just thing the Most High sent forth. If you go to Hebrews chapter 1 verse 1 and 2, the Most High sent forth his prophet in these last days, right? To bring all the back to the Most High. There's a just thing. There's mercy. Why?
He will not do iniquity. Every morning that he brings his judgment to light.
Every morning he brings his judgment to light. Right? When you see people get shot on the street, right? Early morning accidents, night morning, judgment of Abba Shemel. You know, when you begin, the scripture also say, he spared them in their judgment. You understand? Why?
He failed it not, but the unjust do it no shame.
But the unjust do it no shame. Shemel Isaiah say what? Did they blush when they come out of iniquity? Well, they blush, they continue. The Most High said in the second Ezra chapter 8 verse 19. Right? He said what? He said all these storms and earthquakes, all these things are scourges for amendment. But for all this, they would not turn from their iniquity. Right? So the Most High is going to continue to send judgment until what? He sent the ultimate judgment day, to take down all the wicked in one sweep. Right? Those who refuse to repent, to turn back to their power. Right? And those who stand up in opposition and as rulers, the Most High is going to take them all out in one sweep.
Psalm chapter 111. And judge all his commandments are sure.
What's coming? True and sure. Alright, yes. True and sure. Truly. Alright, truly sure. Amat. Right? So the Most High is more than true. Right? The scripture says that the elect, right? We acknowledge our transgression, right? And we're going about our business trying to repent. And he's going to what? He said what we're going to bear. Give me Micah 7 verse 9. You have a picture? Read the picture about it.
In 2 Measure 16 verse 19 it says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish, as sent, as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from the wickedness.
For all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness. Because
always mindful of the scourges.
don't be always mindful of the scourges. They shall not consider. All they say is from Trinidad, Barbados, all the way up, from hurricane after hurricane. The Most High is at Trinity, the Most High is at Beijing, the Most High is at Vinci, the Most High is all these things. All they can explain. But guess what? The Most High is trying to touch all them now. The Most High is trying to touch all them now. What they feel? 2 years ago, the Most had the first gay parade between Barbados and Trinidad. 2 weeks after the gay parade, the LGBTQ parade, you all had what? An earthquake, 6.9, right? That big man cried out in Frederick Street. Oh God, Jesus coming, Jesus coming. You had Hindus. A man said he's a Hindu for life. He born a Hindu and he cried for Jesus Christ. You understand? When the Most High really decide to put judgment on this land, all they want die like dogs in the street. All they would be like fire trotting down in the street. When fire mud. They're going to be trotting down like mud in the street. What the people testifying about across the Bahamas? Right? What the people testifying across the Bahamas? They said what? The stench of death in the air. The stench of death in the air. Their bodies, they had I followed it all week. Man said, look, 6 days ago, that man there. It's been 6 days and he's still there. 6 days. There's a week. Our body there is rotten. They ain't come in their white suit to remove it yet. They said they're going to have people to bury them in Babylon. In Bahamas, yeah. You know?
Isaiah 33 verse 7, it says, behold, the valiant one shall cry without.
The valiant one shall cry without. All of them mighty men, all them officers, you know, because they had all manner of people was dead across there. While the line and said it's 30 and 40 there, it's 30 and 40,000. What?
And the ambassadors of peace shall weep bitterly.
And how you know a line? Because we have first-hand reports from people giving the testimonies. They say they're lying to all you. I don't know why they're lying to all you. They don't know 30 and 40, thousands of people are dead. Thousands of people dead. 50, they're bringing the people by the 50s in the hospital from Abuko. Why are they doing it? Well, right, sir.
You know, somebody commented on one of the video I do pertaining to the situation in Bahamas. Right? Look at them and the man say 40,000, this we see exactly see. He said 40,000 were dead and 70,000 were missing. I don't want you to say, but this is what the man comment on the video I don't see. He said 40,000 were dead and 70,000 were missing. I don't know what you said, but that's what the man said.
Judgment. Like judgment. And then the testimony these people don't consider. They don't consider they can bring it back.
And the left people don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. They don't want the people to know.
You know what people know?
On the news they just said 2,500.
You know what they're showing in the news? They're packing our yachts. They're packing our yacht from Florida. They have a chef. The chef, because they love to boast of what they're doing now. You saw a chef in Florida cooking and packing food from Florida and sending it down to the Bahamas. Now what they're sending, they're showing the Esau coming across there. Like you know? Yeah, they have on the fisherman hat, and they have on the glasses, and they walk in the dog looking for them. Right. 40,000 dead and 70,000 homeless. And 70,000 homeless.
I've got some piece up here.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it's about 90 something percent of the island get destroyed. Just like I'm in Bermuda, Antigua Bermuda Island, the complete island get destroyed.
Yeah, what about Puerto Rico too? Yeah, Puerto Rico get turned up, they didn't get fully destroyed. But they was out, they didn't have lights for months. So that
I want you can't trust this at all. Right man, he's lying man from the start. Coming on news and saying only 43 people there.
Yeah. 40. Yeah. Only headline news, you can't turn up. All them big news outlets, 30 and 40 people there. They're lying. So why are they sending troops and all them man? What the man? In these last days, the most high on covering all their nakedness, all this the greatest devil in the planet that deceive us.
That's like that's 70,000 listen, 70,000 homeless.
And Donald Trump, in the same breath, and saying they have a lot of bad people over there, a lot of bad people. All of a sudden, have a lot of bad people across the Bahamas. Because these devils against Jake. You don't want Jacob in America. Right? It's not the most high going to destroy your kingdom. It's a good thing.
This is verse 8, Isaiah 32 verse 8. It says, the highways lie waste, the wayfaring man ceaseth. He hath broken the covenants, he hath despised the cities, he regarded no man.
Yeah, he regarded no man. Most high to respect that person.
Yeah, this is the book of Malachi 3 and verse 15. And it says, and now we call the proud happy, yeah, they that work wickedness are set up, yeah, they that tempt Yahweh are even delivered.
They that what?
They that tempt Yahweh are even delivered.
Judgment.
Isaiah 66 verse 15. It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by a sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. And here's the point. It says, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Yeah, the slain of the Lord shall be many. Judgment is about to rain like waters on the planet Earth. Thousands and millions and billions of people are going to die on this planet Earth.
That's right.
Right? A great portion of them from the nation of Israel. Zechariah 13 verse 8. Right? 2/3 of our nation are going to die because they're wicked as hell. Right? They're not repentant. Right? They consider not their power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They are a bunch of hypocrites. Right? We live in a hypocritical nation. Right? Why not?
It says Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 6. It says, for the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai hated sinners.
He hated what?
Sinners.
Those who transgress the law. It's the sinners that transgress the law. The law was given unto the nation of Israel. So he hate 2/3 of your people. Don't tell us we can't hate 2/3. We hate 2/3.
Right.
Because 2/3 refuse to serve the Most High in spirit and in truth. Go ahead.
It says, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keep it them against the mighty day of their punishment.
He said keeping them against the mighty day of their punishment. The scripture said leave room for wrath. Right? Judgment belongeth unto who? And vengeance belongeth unto who? The Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You understand? So you keep it for the day of judgment. The Most High is going to send Yahushai to make one clean sweep. One clean sweep. Revelation talk about here that repented not from their sins. Right? But for the elect, he said what? Only with thine eyes thou shalt see the reward of the wicked. Right? But the 2/3 are going to be part and parcel of that reward. They're going to be burnt up, they're going to be consumed by that fire. Right? That fire that's going to look from a bird's eye view like what? A lake. Right? But from a bird's eye view looking at America, when 2 million missiles hit, it's going to look like a river rapid, but a fire. A lake of fire. You know, the mushroom clouds coming up and then falling within itself. That's what it's going to appear like. That's what the Bible describes. That is what's going to be judgment of the planet.
Jeremiah, because I say we don't say we can't hate two-thirds. No. In Jeremiah chapter 12 verse 8, it says, my heritage is unto me as a lion in the forest. It cried out against me, therefore have I hated it. Yes. The heritage is Israel. Alright? Jeremiah said, it cried out against me, therefore he hated it. He said he hated the heritage, which is the two-thirds. So that scripture right there proves you're supposed to hate the two-thirds. Right. You're supposed to hate the two-thirds. Now my next one here for you. These they are saying Jake's a hypocritical nation. These Isaiah chapter 9 verse 10 verse 5 says, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. That Esau, the Most High, go and give Esau. Most High go and give the so-called white man in the days to come. Power over all, you have to F.U. Jakes up. That's right. The F.U. Jakes up, because why? The Most High is a hypocritical nation. What a hypocrite means to act. All Jake know to do is act. Hey. The mouth, you bless him. But the heart far from you. You don't really believe in the Lord. All of them Jakes you don't see you in the church. You don't believe in God?
Hey, like that's a situation of prophecy. Right. You don't really believe in Yahweh Shemel Shai. You don't believe in Yahweh Shemel Shai, believe in his word. And his word is that I suffer not a woman to teach. Right? Very good example right there. They're hot in Israel right now. So-called prophetess. Right? With your mouth, you claim that you love Yahweh Shemel Shai. You say, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments. I suffer not a woman to teach. That's a commandment, that's a decree right there. A straight commandment, as Yahweh does say. You know, I suffer not a woman to teach. You have no prophetess. You tell do everything, let everything be done in decency and in order. You know, talk to your husband, talk to the prophet, and let the message come out. You understand? Let's take it about vainglory. Fuck you. What's your cut? Keep the house. You understand? Worry about it in that day when they can't go to the pharmacy to buy that grease for your fucking greasy ass porridge. You understand?
Hey, I just the other day, me and the brother coming up. That woman in the army to the Ifa.
Profanity. Profanity, that's what it is. That's profanity. Outside the temple. Understand? This is Zechariah 13 verse 8. It shall come to pass that in all the land, said Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
Yeah, third is what? Elect. See, that's what this work is about. That's why you 2/3 or you're going to be destroyed. Because it's prophecy.
That's right.
You can't get around prophecy. You can try all home. But prophecy is a thing that always win. There's always win.
Yeah, because we justified in our words. As long as we stick to the script. The script is prophecy.
That's right. Because hey, the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. And hey, what are Yahweh Shai meaning now? Lamad, you know the victory, eh? Victory?
Is that?
Yahweh Shai doesn't mean victory.
Yeah, Yahweh Shai never saved. No? Take Hafizah goes back to victory.
Hafizah, right, my bad. But I thought that is here. But then you go when any other take it because we are the spirit of prophecy with us.
Back here after.
So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Faithful and true. Because I'm going to say this one quick. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 1. Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may
two precepts if here. This is Isaiah 46 verse 8 to 10 and Isaiah 48. It says remember this and shew yourselves men, bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors.
Bring it again to mind. Remember that, bring it again to mind. We're going to chime on that. Right? Because as you're going to say, we must prophesy. Go ahead.
Remember the former.
When you prophesy, you're bringing it to mind. You're bringing to mind that the power of heaven and the power of judgment. Here, turn his face from us right? For far so long, we went into slavery and we still in captivity to this day. We oppressed, still paying tribute. We have taxes to pay. We have shackled, right? Well,
remember the former things of old, but I am power.
Right? We were once mighty people, a monument unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Go ahead.
And there is none else, I am power, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done.
Now, that's what makes him the power. Because he declared the end and the beginning. Because he is the power. He is the creator. He is the former. He is the father of light. His name is Yahweh. Go ahead.
Say my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
His words shall stand. Counsel is his words. They shall stand, and he shall what?
Do all his pleasure.
And he shall do all his pleasure. He said the Most High is not, verse 24. He said the Most High is not as man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man. They don't lie. Had he said and it not be done?
This is
informally old days. I don't know if you could go back to that, let's read that part. Informally.
This is Isaiah 46:9. Remember the former things of old?
Former things of old, but we people they only remember as far as going back as the 1600s. They don't, in the school curriculum, they don't teach further than that. But the scripture says, remember the days of old. If you remember your forefathers before that, before the people went into slavery. But we people don't do that. The scripture says, you require days of old. Right? For people to already find out that they need to search further than slavery. Further back.
Right, jumping on to Isaiah 48 and verse 3. It says, I have declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth, and I shewed them. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass.
And they came to pass. Right? Most I say he did them suddenly and came to pass. And that's what he's going to do in these last days. He said he's going to come quick and speedy. The judgment going to be quick and speedily. Right? I was saying, remember the days are old. Oh no, I was saying about prophecy. Right? I want to say about prophecy. This is Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations. You see, prophecy, by us prophesying, we calling the prophecies through the Spirit, we calling them to pass. Right? Because we're calling it to mind. We're bringing it back into the remembrance. So we actually hastening the days. Right? So there's work in prophesying. There's power in prophesying. It says, I'll read it over again. Deuteronomy chapter 13 verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these are come upon thee, and the blessings and the curse which I have set before thee. Now the scripture says what? In Deuteronomy in Daniel chapter 9 verse 7. No, Daniel chapter 9 verse 11. That all Israel sinned, and the curse that was in the law has come upon us, right? So he gave us the blessings, he gave us the curse in Deuteronomy 28, right? But the curse came upon us because we did go into slavery by way of ships, right? And now we're still being oppressed, right? There's something there.
Jude 1:5. It says, I will therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this.
He will put us in remembrance,
though you once knew this.
Though we once knew this. But we forgot because what? It was beaten out of us. Right? We was robbed of it. Right? We were abused for it. Right? During slavery, what? They chopped off our hands for reading. They chopped off our rods. Right? They maimed us. Right? We couldn't read. They took away our language, they took away our heritage, right? All these things they did so that we could come back to our power. And then they brainwashed us. They gave us a different doctrine. They gave us a different power. What's says about J, or that beloved amongst the two-thirds, Jesus, right? It says, Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 1, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether Yahweh thy power had driven thee, and shall return unto Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then Yahweh thy power will turn the captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from the nations whether the Yahweh thy power had scattered thee. So there's power in prophesying, right? We actually hastening the days. We actually bringing forth the judgment, and they see it. Because Esau is being fucked up right now, right? You have opioid epidemic. You have high rates of suicide. Also, the Most High is making them barren, right? They get caught in their own trap. Allowing LGBTQ, giving all these abomination rights. Guess what? There's a trap that was set up to destroy us, but actually it's destroying them, right? They cannot procreate because what? The acts that they're doing is filthy, and it wasn't designed. Most I say he gave them over to the lust. Romans chapter 1, right? He gave them over to the lust, to the things that is done unseemly. Men lusting after men, women lusting after women.
Like going back on to precept that they also bring, coming back into the land or into the remembrance. This is 2 Chronicles chapter 6, right? This is the prayer of Solomon. I'll start at verse 36. It says, if they sin against thee, for there is no man which sinneth not, and thou be angry with them, and deliver them over before their enemies. And they carry them away captives unto a land far off or near. Yet if they bethink themselves in the land, whether they are carried captive, right, to bethink is to remember, and to turn and pray unto thee in the land of their captivity, saying, we have sinned, we have done amiss, and have dealt wickedly. If they return to thee with all their heart and with all their soul in the land of their captivity, whether they have carried them captives and prayed toward their land, which thou gavest unto their fathers, and toward the city which thou hast chosen, and toward the house which I have built for thy name, then hear thou from the heavens, even from thy dwelling place, and their prayer and their supplication, and maintain their cause, and forgive thy people which have sinned against thee. Now my power, let I beseech thee, thine eyes be open, and let thine ears be attentive unto the prayer that is made in this place. Now therefore arise, O Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, thy power, into thy resting place, thou and the ark of thy strength. Let thy priests, O Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, power, be clothed with salvation, and let thy saints rejoice in goodness. O Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, my power, turn not away the face of thine anointed. Remember the mercies of David, thy servant.
Yeah, there's a petition of the saints. Only the 1/3 and the elect doing that right now. Right? Turn them back to their power. Right? Who's the arm? Who's the ark of his strength? Yahweh Shai. This is the patient and the faith of the saints that we be delivered out of this hellhole. This is a fucking hellhole. Everywhere you look is abomination. Right? The daughters of Israel are what? Whores and harlots in the street. Right? No respect. Should they say there should be not a whore or a sodomite of the nation of Israel? And that's what they're saying, whores and sodomites. So you know that this whole place is gone. Right? The monument of the power. All these nations used to watch us in reverence. Right? The scripture in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 4, going to verse 7, talks of us being having a power so nigh unto us that he gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? So listen for us. Go ahead.
Still again, don't mean to cut his speech, but we're going on to the line where the Most High basically replied to King Solomon. Right? 2 Chronicles 7, I'll start at verse 12, all the way down to my stop at 17. It says, and Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai appeared to Solomon by night and said unto him, I have heard thy prayer, and have chosen this place to myself an house of sacrifice. If I shut up heaven that there be no rain, or if I command the locusts to devour the land, or if I send pestilence among my people, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves, and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven. Then will I hear from heaven.
Oh, so what is being done? There are prophets rising up on the four corners they planted right now.
That's right, prophecies.
prophecy. And what they're doing, they're turning from their wicked ways and seeking the face of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They're repenting. They're turning away from what? Keeping these hella days, these wicked feast days, right? And they're keeping the peace of the Most High, right? The Passover, the Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Booths, right. Tents, you know? There were tents set up behind us. So it's probably symbolic.
Symbolic,
right?
yeah, hey.
Symbolic that this happens to me. You understand? What?
This is Isaiah 44, and I will start at verse 1. It says, Yet now hear, through to verse 5. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that made thee, and formed thee from the womb, which helped thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou just run, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring. And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the watercourses. One shall say, I am Yahweh's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and name himself by the name of Israel. That's what's going on now. Remembrance.
Right. That's what he's trying to fight against by what? By net neutrality. By what? Striking men videos, taking on whole pages. This is what 15,000 pages they take down within the last month. You know? All these different things are fight. But you can't fight against the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
But you have a guild, Salati, you have a guild talking on YouTube. And they don't do that.
Young Sarah.
Young Sarah. Yeah. I see a video with Kanye West. That's yesterday I watched the first time. Breast outside and all kind of thing. They're not taking all that. But we preaching on that very offensive. So that's no offensive to the children. The hypocrisy are you fucking rulers of this place.
Yeah, you're feeling most I don't want to touch it for that?
No.
You see, watching daytime television, there's a series on BET, Black Entertainment Television. You like to be entertained? There's a series with homosexuality and lesbianism. Straight daytime. Daytime, you watch a man kissing man in the advertisement. Man kissing man sucking man tongue in the advertisement. Daytime. When children are wrong. You understand? That's not offensive. You can pull it up on YouTube too. You can pull up the series, the advertisement for the series on YouTube too. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm telling you, I pulled it up before. I shared it with brothers before.
That's how we saw it. He saw when kicking your knee. And when you complain about kicking your knee, you will see the kid on the dance.
So you complain.
You complaining. No, you fucking wicked as that.
He saw already said, he saw say, well, have a better, we take all the from Africa, we'll have a better life across here. Well, they should be thankful. He saw say so. There's a video I saw what he saw said so.
We should be thankful for you oppressing.
Yeah, watch. 32 LBGT. Q, select school books. Right, which is part of the curriculum.
My son that I'm supposed to do.
While Sam sitting making videos with he dancing like one feminine bitch all on YouTube. Sam Smith.
Yeah, you're married and a man on YouTube. Married and a man, that is the music video. But we talk about the Bible. The scripture says that make a man an offender forward. Make a man an offender forward.
They said it already, they outlawed the scriptures. Couple that there was nobody reading the scriptures. That would be part of the family and the word. LGBT. Hey, yo, you know who pull on who rub the boat real hard? Let's take we name the comedian.
Cat Williams.
Huh?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. Next one who made the thing on Netflix.
What, Dave Chappelle?
Chappelle fucked them up real jail. And they right now the hood over Dave Chappelle. Yeah, Dave Chappelle. He used real.
He tough. Yeah, he have tenacity. He tough. He good.
You know what I mean? He bring it down hard at them, but he bring it down to that kind of way, like a joke now.
Yeah, he does always do that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He always do that. that hurt them. So, you know what I mean?
I'll pick up here. This is Isaiah 59 verse 15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai saw it, and it displeased him.
In this place, you only depart yourself from evil. People look at it as wrong. When you look at it, because you're actually looking at the people in wickedness. That's why they never like prophets. Read that back again.
Isaiah 59:15. It says, yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey.
Right. He maketh himself a prey. So who? This place, the people in this place. Because these people, they're rocking with the wickedness. They're comfortable with it. From the time the prophets came, what they used to do, call them out of it. And the people never like that. They believe, so what? The men of righteousness become a prey to this place. And we already know where we judgment in this place. But all the judgment will be worse. I don't know, I don't fear.
Proverbs 29 and 27, the unjust man is an abomination to the just.
It's an unjust man is an abomination to all you.
Proverbs chapter 27, Proverbs chapter 29 verse 27, the unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is abomination to the wicked. So the city has abomination. We see them with the same thing too.
We looking at the other side of the coin and see you as the wicked too. You know what I mean? We curse on this place because this place is wicked as hell.
This is Psalms 94. I'll start at verse 4. How long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves? They break in pieces thy people, O Yahweh, and afflict thine heritage. They slay the widow and the stranger, and murder the fatherless. Yet they say, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai shall not see, neither shall the power of Jacob regard it.
Only look at all themselves as righteous, and tough up on their chest with all the wickedness.
Bro.
Yeah, because all they're proud as hell.
But judgment not executed speedily.
Yeah, the judgment is speedily, so all the people open their mouth with all the proud speech. But what the Most High say, that proverb, going to make that proverb cease.
How does the Most High know?
How does the Most High know?
The Most High say, going to make that proverb cease from all their mouth. Right.
I want to just to chime back on how that word. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 49. It says, like as a whore envied a right and honest, virtuous woman, like how you say that they watching, they hate us. They watching us and they hate us. And we watching them and we hate them back.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It says, we are the right and virtuous woman. Right? Jeremiah 6. It says, so shall the righteous hate iniquity when she decks herself and shall accuse her to her face.
Guess what? A woman was talking something. She said, come down the days of Christmas, and I curse she out, Christmas.
That's right.
You know what she do? She look at me as wicked, and next Jake, he back she up. Because Jake stupid and simple as hell. As the woman, he like to back up the woman. God. So the woman said, give me some kind of, yo,
go praise these souls, these souls gonna die.
Yo, these men have finished through this place. They gave up the manliness for this world. For the women of this world.
Why Chim is down that way to seek God?
Why Chim is down that? And when I try to give them a little information on, yo, what Christmas really is about. You know what they say? They say, I tried to spoil the fun.
Yes.
And yes, I tried to spoil the fun. Yes, I tried to rain on your parade. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, just as always they're looking at me as wicked, I'm looking at all as wicked as hell too.
Oh, but that's time I can someone like,
yeah, can't.
Why let's do that?
Yeah, I come to sour on the party.
Yeah.
As I come, right? On the Christmas, on the carnival, I come to sour on the party.
That's right.
That's right.
That's love showing them.
Like
yeah,
love.
open rebuke is love.
Yeah, but I know they won't watch me as wicked. They think the prophet the same thing.
That's right. That's an honor. We're going to be to our glory.
It's an honor for them to curse me out and say it.
Hey.
That's what they don't know.
Yeah.
That's what the wicked don't know.
Hey, the scripture say, this the one that we had in derision, we conquered his life as madness. You understand? They're going to be sorrowful at the end.
People out here might look at the hey, look how he's talking. Yeah, but that's how it used to be.
Yeah, that austerity.
You know what I mean? Shit forward, that's bullshit, yo. Okay, so what are you doing there, that shit? Shit up, and lay on the road.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 49 again. Like as a whore envieth a right and virtuous woman, so shall the righteous hate iniquity when she decks herself.
God, socially righteous hate. That's what we hate what your people do, and you do it every day. Every day, like all a bunch of automatons. All the reverse, all the wickedness every day. That's why the most time we bring judgment. No, all we're going to do is crack a bottle and drink over all their head.
That's right.
Can.
And when he cometh, sorry. So shall the righteous hate iniquity when she decks herself, and shall accuse her to her face.
Yeah.
When he cometh, that shall defend him, that diligently searching out every sin upon the earth.
God.
And therefore be ye not like thereunto, nor to the works thereof. For yet a little, and iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth,
God.
and righteousness shall reign among you.
God, the real man is not in going like this place. And in going like the things that all they're doing. All they're sickening. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 9 and verse 10. It says, for thus said the Lord Yahweh Hashem host, the power of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days.
What you going to do?
Will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth.
And this place, the mirth and the proudness all they like on this place, most are going to turn that frown around.
Remember when Ebola scared, they didn't want to give up carnival? For the safety, they said, nah, we're going to lose so much money.
We're going to lose so much.
We have to, Ebola coming in.
You know what I mean?
We have to have carnival.
Yeah.
It says, and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. And it shall come to pass, and this is what you was doing, when thou shalt shew this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath Yahweh pronounced all this great evil against us?
They're going to ask, they say, wherefore and the Most High pronounced all this evil? Where it is written? How will they know that? The Most High say He's going to bring evil upon this place.
Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin?
So like, how are we going to do it? If He's going to come now and do it, now He has spirits on the earth to do it.
Or what is our sin that we have committed against Yahweh Hashem El Shai?
Yeah, what's the law that we break? What we do? All the breaking law, we're telling all the breaking the law, and yet they still go and break the law. That's why the Most High going to kill a lot of you all on this place.
Verse 11. Then shall thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, said Yahweh Hashem El Shai, and have walked after other gods, Jeremiah 15, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law.
You love the other nations and the gods. Every time, every holiday come up, all they run and celebrate it. Every blasted thing, all they run and celebrate. All they don't even know what it's about. If they make a nigga, they all run and everything all they celebrate.
They worship Ashtar on Easter. They worship Nimrod on Christmas.
You go worship
Carnival.
You go worship Easter. A bunny laying an egg. A rabbit laying an egg. A rabbit laying an egg. Check out the damn mind, boy. A little thing, boy. What rabbit laying an egg had to do anything with the Messiah or the Lord? Every year, and all they keep doing it. Every year, on the program. And the people sick in this place, boy.
Every day is some kind of special day, though.
Hold on, send
That one, bro. Next one. Swing down.
Jeremiah chapter 15 verse 2. What's that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be towards this people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth.
The Most High said, cast them out their sight. Let them go forth. Go ahead.
It says, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, Thus said Yahweh.
Thus said the Lord. You know what the Lord said?
Such as for death to death, and such as for the sword, the sword.
Yeah, want to go right that. That sword is for it. Right now, sharpness. It's glittering.
It says such as for famine to famine.
Such as for famine to famine.
And
because we know all the niggas love on the belly. All the niggas love on the stomach. All of them get famine in this place. Yeah, they love the stomach.
Scripture say they make the belly the goat.
On the bellies on the goat. As the brother said. On the love on the belly. On the greedy as hell. In this place.
It says, and such as for the sword, such as for famine, the famine, and such as for captivity to captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord Yahweh, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, the fowl of the heavens.
Yeah, but back in the 60s, going to come back. They're going to unleash them dogs and all here. It ain't going to be no fun time out here no more. Now people going to get tear, your asses going to get tear out here. That's right.
And the beasts of the earth to destroy, the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. And I will cause them to be removed into all kingdoms of the earth because of my... stop right there. Stop right there.
So the sword to the sword, Paul. The middle scripture will say, which one of the prophets he said, every time he came out, he was staring at the speech of the people. That is Solomon Gomorrah.
That was in Peter. That is with
Lex Lot.
Yeah. Because every day we come out, it's the same thing with us.
I want their faith. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 14 and verse 40. It says
the conversation of these people. That was young. I can imagine that probably come out and let's hear a bunch of folly from Jake. All Jake is about is a next man woman. You want to sleep with a next man woman. That's all Jake is about. A beer in the damn mouth and a cigarette. And you're on the damn corner. That's all Jake is about.
That's right. When carnival time come around, that's all the politicians just get them. And it's never carnival time. Election time. Like all the politicians just get them.
Yeah. Local government election coming up there. So.
Yeah.
bread and circus.
Bread and circus, they just give them cigarettes. They get them all in 10 days. I load up a truck with beers. And then they give them music.
Carnival.
Yeah, pre-carnival.
When they having the meeting too.
Yeah?
They just have when they having the little meeting with the speeches, have a little party.
Yeah.
Stupid.
This party, was your party? Yeah, was your party UNC?
Yeah, the word party actually means to divide. So you're causing segregation right there.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 7 and 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversations of the wicked.
Filthy conversation, because half of Israel wicked as hell too. All the can talk about is sleeping with a next man woman, going a boat ride. Yo, you see these boat rides and things too with all the wickedness. Every time you come off a boat ride, it's a nigger fact. It's a nigger cut. It's a nigger conversation. It's a nigger fucking fact. 2 niggas fighting. A nigga and a nigger woman fighting. Now, when it's dirty, most of us sink one of them fucking boats. Yeah? But all in it.
Can't.
And when they're looking for a proof, all of it, everybody. Yeah, we're going to get a bottle and drink over that too.
Yeah. Right.
Make sure it's red wine. It's red wine.
It says drink over that too because they're wicked.
It says 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 8, for that righteous man dwelling among them in seeing and hearing vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
Every time you come out here and you listen to Jake talk, he don't make no damn sense.
Hey, and that's just to show you too.
You're showing Jake, you're not free in this place. You're not free. I can do what I want, but the next day, police jack him up on the corner. I don't walk and pass him and say, but don't you free. I went, Jake is a damn clown in this place.
You don't want to make it.
Just not going to make it.
Like showing you too that Lot understood the law. Not only that, Abraham was his uncle.
Let's lost. Let's read the spirit of the prophet subject to the prophet. Right here.
You're right here.
Abomination right on the side. You're smelling that. It says,
we ain't going to look back.
Yeah, God. It says, the Lord knoweth how to, verse 9, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
Right. Most I say, I mean, you can even look it up. It's a good thing to purge out the body. And you know what I mean? You want to fast. It makes sense. The clear. How did they do that? The land's supposed to be on a Sabbath. How did the Most High Sabbath? So every day is a nigger tree going on in this place. Yo, you just get fed up at that. And then they cry now.
But don't also need arrest from work, but also arrest from particular food. Like certain things don't have silly season. Because you have things like eggs and like chicken, you get them things on a daily basis where chickens don't have sex. But they don't mate every day, every year. You understand? So that is not natural. Certain fruits you will get all year round, but naturally you wouldn't have them because you don't have a season. Like because as I say here, it's good for you, but too much of it not good. Too much. But you need a rest from getting sick. But it's so set up that whenever you will get into a regular basis, like fish. You understand? You're ripping fish every day. You understand? Thousands upon thousands of fishes they take anything, and then just one boat.
And because of that money flow, they want to keep it going. When they ain't catching no more fish, you know what they want to do? Fish you can't get.
Hey, where that's going when you overcharge your food?
China, the fish again from China, the soil by soil fish from China, the sponge. The fish comes from China, the sponge.
Hey, and just to add on what the brother is saying, when you overcharge your phone does actually malfunction. That is why in your body, your heart have something you call valves. Because if your valves ain't working and too much blood go inside your heart, you could swell your heart. We're going to go on it, going to explode. So everything.
When you sleep out, get like that 8 hours. After that 8 hours, they start to feel like your battery drain, you feel more drain. Like you never sleep.
That's why when you eat at certain times in the night, you wake up in the morning, your body, you feel more tired. It's because why your heart was pumping all that time you were sleeping. That's why a lot of people catching stroke. They're catching 7 times every day. They don't even catch it days, it's from 6 to 6. Night hour. Every time somebody gets a stroke or get a heart attack, the doctor is asked what time he get. Yeah, but they don't tell you people that.
Hey, why you think Esau so obese? Because I breed it, so we eat the fat and the blubbery and fat on top of fat on top of fat.
Hey, but the scriptures say that these people, the fat will be for wood. Say let her eat, let her fatten themselves. For the fire. Let her eat more and get big. So when the ICDF drop, your body will your body will go back in the good and replenish the good. Yo, you're like these people they're really not enjoying it. All have purpose too. Yeah, all that fuck that all love to eat non-stop. All that fucking greedy. Most I gonna burn that fat and put it back in the earth. Guess what? All the fruits will come back. Nutrients will come back.
That is looking and keep America keep burning.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Isaiah 33 and 12, and the people shall be as the burning of lime.
Yeah.
And
I see them. I can imagine they say, hey, what's that like? I didn't see that look much.
Like Independence Day. Come on, top of the Miller.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. I come down and yo, Jake Bowers gonna give away, he's gonna shit himself. He don't get himself right there.
As a apostle say last night, men going and get heart attack because say within 25 to 50 minutes they're leaving from Russia. The speed are moving with from Russia to we call it, because they cut down the time, because the apostle Ariam was talking about this movie they call The Day After, right? And they were saying 30 minutes, they cut that down, but right now we know Samat 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
This is Zechariah chapter 14 verse 12. And it shall come, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
The flesh go up. What is going to make your flesh consume away while you stand up? I mean, if you're going to stand by your bones still standing, what going to do that? What has the power or the energy to do that? Think about it.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
Why this can do that? Why this? You know what I mean? Let's think about it. Israel don't even consider. What do these scriptures talking about? Boy?
Hey, they must say that hell, boy. They must say that they don't hell.
Yeah, because when people retarded as hell. They're retarded.
And they
goddamn slow. Go ahead.
And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Yeah.
It's in Joel chapter 2 verse 4. The appearance of them is like the appearance of horses and horsemen.
Right.
So shall they run, like the noise of a chariot on tops of mountains.
Yeah, like when you see them coming over, you see them running together at the same time, coming as chariots, as horses. You know,
shall they leap like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble.
Go ahead.
As a strong people set in battle array, before their faces the people shall be much pain.
Yeah, before the faces there is much pain. When they see them.
It says all the faces shall gather blackness.
Yeah, that when I'm going to say, oh shit. Hey,
them men was talking the truth.
Them men was talking the truth, but that's it.
It says they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war.
Yeah, they're going to move together like mighty men. They're going to climb that wall. They're going to come over from over that side and come straight over here. One might just end up right equipped right here. While all they're partying and liking on themselves.
It says, they shall not break their ranks, neither shall one trust another.
No, they don't. When they're coming over, they keep in a line.
They have a missile guidance system.
A missile guidance system.
They actually dance in the air to, if they shoot at them, they actually avoid.
Yeah.
Missile defense. Neither shall one of them trust one another.
Yeah, they're not going to bounce up into each other.
They shall walk everyone in his path.
They will go straight to the target.
Like you're running a race.
Right?
It says, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
Yeah.
They shall not run to and fro into the they shall run to and fro into the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief.
And that graphic, you can just see all the fire that's passing through, all the stuff, all the destroying wind, that's sweeping through.
You see on YouTube?
Yeah.
It says, verse 10, the earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark.
Right,
and
that heavens we're talking about, the heavens and the rulership on the earth. Because it's not talking about the fourth heaven or that the fourth dimension. Talk about this heaven here that all they love so much. Because there's a heaven to some all there.
You saw heaven as Jacob.
And some all the Jake too, there's a heaven to them. They think this is their kingdom.
Stevie's.
Yeah, they go trash all the heavens. You know?
It says, verse 10, the earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
Yeah, this place going to get dark. I mean, people don't know what's going on. Yeah, and all they go see them chariots too.
This is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furnished.
Yeah, that's what men come to tell you. The sword is sharpened for you. It's waiting for you. We come to tell all they get no ice cream.
That's right.
And cake. No, it's going to be nice. It's coming for you. It's sharpening.
That sharpening is actually the friction between the elements within the missile. When they collide, they cause a friction. Right? Because when you look up the word sharpening, it means to cause friction. And that's when it, certain missiles inside of them, they take the uranium and the plutonium and they actually collide with each other like that.
Nuclear fission. Fission.
Boom.
Yeah. Coming for you all.
That's why when they fall up on the sword, it's not going to be. So they just want to elevate what it's supposed to do.
That's time building. It's building up. And the more silent say, all your law breaking, we shut to the heavens.
It says, verse 10, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter.
Yeah, that glitter in sun. Hey, look. That's shining. That's that. So if I come in there, it's brighter. Hey,
so like, you know, long time in the cartoons, when the missiles drop, you say, whistle. You know, that's a real thing. Back then, because they used to have the bomb bay in the planes. The bomb bay, there's doors that were open, the missiles would just drop and the missiles would just sink. You understand? So they go watch it in and they say, where is that boy? And they ain't missile and not realizing that there's a fucking destruction. A judgment. It says, it is sharpened to make sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter.
Yeah, it's furbished. Every day they're testing them ICBMs. Every day Russia testing them ICBM. Where feel them making them ICBM for?
Hey, so like,
feel them making them it's some kind of game? It's not a game?
Oh, to the next in the museum?
Them ICBM is to fire off.
Hey, Kim Jong-un, tell what you doing? How you say it, boy? Tell Trump and them, yeah man, we go meet and we go talk. Right, and you do that, you want to launch some rockets. Test some rockets. You don't feel this nation's playing.
The scripture says it's furbished. They tested it every day.
I can't appreciate that.
What's the name of America ICBM?
Yeah, Tomahawk.
Moab.
Moab. It's one called Satan. It's Satan. Actually, Jake don't know what the affairs going on in the world. All Jake know is that $10 they are selling on the corner. $5. Yeah.
Cheap for 25.
I just tell Jake free. Jake greedy as hell.
Now, man, let's read this, finish off this.
You don't know what's going on in the affairs of the world. Find out. Read. Research things.
Ezekiel 21:10.
Yeah.
It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mud?
Yeah, should we laugh at their kicks? Should like a damn clown. Jake is a place like everything is a joke for Jake now. The times get serious by Jake they see your own people killing your own people. Why? Find out. Research. It's in the scriptures. Everything in the scriptures. But you see, these people in these churches, they don't read judgment for them. Because they reject knowledge, they reject the laws. So guess what? Most I say, yo, the sword fall you.
It says, it contempted the rod of my son as every tree, and he had given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer.
God, who's the slayer? Esau. You ask anybody, I read the Bible, I know the Bible. Well, who is Esau? I don't know. How the hell you know the Bible?
Them nations
you know what the hell going on?
You know, destroy them nations in Jeremiah 25.
Yes.
That's Jovia Witness on them.
Yo, Jovia Witness lost on them. What? Read that now.
This is 2nd edition chapter 7 verse 20. For there be many that perish in this life.
Is that what?
He said, for there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of the Most High.
Because they despise the law, and that's what the church is teaching on the law done away with. Alright, so I could go and rape something and just kill a thief. How the law will be done away with? So what are you going to be judged by? It's simple mathematics. You must know somebody lying. Somebody not telling the truth about the scriptures. You must know who is the true man of the Lord. Read the scriptures, read. I already know what's going on now. Reading is like poison to niggas. Niggas don't like to read. They hate reading. Right.
2 Ezra chapter 7 verse 20.
Yeah.
For there be many that perish in this life.
Go ahead.
Because they despise the law of the Most High.
Because all they despise the law of who?
Of the Most High.
Yeah, not we law, the Most High law. Not Moses' law. That was the Most High law. That is what they despise. Read on.
That he said before them.
Yeah.
For the Most High had given straight commandment.
He gave it what?
For the Most High had given straight commandment.
So he gave religion. Read it, read it.
For the Most High had given straight commandment.
He gave commandments. Read on.
To such as come.
Yeah.
What they should do to live.
What they should do to live. That is why Jake's killing each other. And only they know what the hell going on. Because they despise the Most High laws. The Most High say, once you despise my law, you must die in this place. In the place of your captivity. Somebody find that for me.
This is Hebrew.
He said, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment.
That's scripture real hard, but read that again.
The 2 Ezra chapter 7 verse 21. For the Most High had given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live.
What they should do to have life. Read on.
Even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment.
Avoid punishment from who?
Revelation say what? The Lamb was found worthy to open the book. What was the book? The Lamb's Book of Life.
Done.
So when the Lamb's Book of Life, the laws.
Easy. Yeah, somebody.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, chapter 26.
Yeah.
For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. Right? Verse 28. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses.
Read that again.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 28.
We like to put it in Jake head never. Because we know Jake head full of big stone. Go ahead. Jake don't get it and they don't get it.
It says, he that despises, Hebrews 10 and 28, he that despises Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. Lord, yeah, problems with him and seeing too. Right? But he's following for a long time.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that's why Jake does mash up their appliances and them kind of thing, because as they buy a new appliance, they put down the instruction manual, you understand, and try to operate on their own now, boy. That they think they, however the case is, because the word law just go back to the instructions. That is all
I'm telling you all, that's why your little black boys killing each other. That's why they're doing, because all they leave off from the Most High laws. It's a simple law. Leviticus 19 and 17. It's a simple law. If you would not follow that law, it wouldn't have that killing. It wouldn't have all that. The Most High say, leave my laws, they love them.
This is Leviticus chapter 26, verse 46. These are the statutes and judgment and laws which Yahweh had made between him and the children of Israel.
And the children of Israel.
In Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses.
Done. 19 and
where that's what?
19 and 17.
Oh, no. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
That's one little simple law. Read it again.
Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
And not suffer sin upon him. If Jacob would only follow that law alone, and he'll never kill all them brothers. Yeah.
Most High want them to do what they're doing.
Yeah, the Most High wanted to do what they're doing.
To destroy them. That's why he had them in the heart too. That's why he had them in the heart, so that they go get the truth.
Yeah, because they believe, these people in this place, they believe they have free will.
Yeah, the election had them taken, that's no blind yet.
I'm a precept.
If only have free will, and they should stop on themselves from going into slavery. You know?
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you in both which I stir up your pure minds
by way of remembrance, that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandments of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior.
Yeah, because all they hear the instruction. I tell somebody you hear the instruction, you ain't even making no sense. What do you mean by that? It's simple.
Can you repeat what you said just now?
I'm on that something.
Perform.
Yeah, perform.
Is this something that because he wanted to destroy them?
Oh yeah, he wanted to destroy them. Last thing I said, he want them so.
Yeah,
Because I was saying that if they did keep that law, they wouldn't kill the brother. And I said the most high want them so. Because I said Romans, the election and the thing that
to fulfill prophecy.
Maybe that is Isaiah 6. Said, lest they hear with their hearts and come out with their ear. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. He had made everything beautiful. Well, come in. I'll read it. It says he had set the world in, he had made everything beautiful in his time. He had also set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that Yahweh make it from the beginning to the end.
Put that word in the heart.
The word.
Or the word.
Yeah, so that they can't come to this understanding.
All right. Can't. All you talk about. Can't.
And it's 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse, it's with Eli's two sons. It says, if one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against Yahweh Hashem Shai, who shall entreat for him? Notwithstanding, this is when Eli talking to his son. Notwithstanding, they hearken not unto the voice of their father, because Yahweh would slay them. So Lord made them, and she was supposed to make that, so that they don't convert, that they don't turn to this. That's right. And I will Lord do to it.
I fear Yahweh Hashem. You hear that? No, that's why you got fear. Most I could do
it. Right, this is it says, and again the anger of Yahweh Hashem was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them to say, go number Israel and Judah. For the king said to Joab, the captain of the host, which was with him, go now through all the tribes of Israel, from Dan even to Beersheba, and number ye the people, that I may know the number of the people. This is 1 Chronicles 21 and verse 1. And Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number Israel. And David said to Joab and to the rulers of the people, go number Israel from Beersheba even to Dan, and bring the number of them to me, that I may know it.
I just want to close one say, God said, no side move David. And just to show you, people say, Satan knows that Satan can't do nothing of himself. Both sides he want to do that. Both sides he want to say, hey, Satan, here what? Our so and so that people destroy one book. That's not one book.
And it can never steal from one prophecy. It will come to pass. We out there, we going to be because
just showing you to Salakia, just showing you that the brother says Satan works to the Most High. Where they say in Psalms, it says, set though a wicked man over him and put Satan as his right hand. Satan works to the Most High. Scripture say on the left hand dot he work.
exactly.
This is St. John chapter 10 verse 25. Yahweh answered them, I told you, and he believed not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep. As I said unto you, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish.
Yeah, we're going to receive, the Mary Lord going to receive their bodies. They're going to be forever, everlasting. They're going to have them, immortality. That's what this is about.
Incorruption.
This is what we working towards. Incorruption.
He saw immortality is the avatar, but he had them on a nuclear bomb. Hey, you know this, right?
Even the immortality too, but on the left hand side.
They show that in you look at the whole policy, the whole doctrine of someone created, for lack of better words. If you watch the movie that I brought together with Superman, when he fought with Doomsday, he died, came holy and something after, and resurrected that same body. Because why? The body was incorruptible. And that word for incorruptible is what immortal. The body can't die. So we have immortal bodies that can't. Because when they say Yahushai wouldn't see corruption, this is what he didn't rot. So the body couldn't rot. You understand? So that is good.
Like what was saying the other day, when the fight comes, they you know that body can't deteriorate. Yeah, but like Superman, I feel like Superman had him in a casket and he knocked with it. He didn't rot. That body ain't going to destroy.
Verse 28, John 10 and 28. And I give
subject to them. So part of corruption is death, right? Part of incorruption is everlasting.
And when they say he was just speaking,
you understand?
Hey, so like that goes to show you how Shai was perfect. So Yahushai body going to be revealed unto us, his body not corrupted. Right. Bones and the earth and see his body. His body going to come back out.
Right.
It says, John chapter 10 verse 28, and I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. My Father, which gave them me, is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand.
Why? Because the elect won't be grounded in that truth. It won't be grounded in the scriptures. As the scriptures say, the truth.
It says, St. John 14 and 17, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him. This is St. John chapter 14 verse 17. Even the Spirit of truth, which the world knoweth, which the world cannot receive.
Which this place, if they can't receive it, they stick with this Christianity thing.
I might say this. You're saying good or like we are creating inside. Now guess what? The scripture said you will see a table that can't receive the word of truth. Right. And the scripture also said that the Most High blinded them. So and Paul say, why am I judged as a transgressor? So if you blind me from the truth, I'm speaking as if you blind me from the truth, so I can't get the word of truth, then why I get judged as a transgressor? And then the scripture say in Romans, hereby we know the mercies and the terror of the Most High. You understand? It says I could do whatever he wants.
It says, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, it says, vessels unto honor, vessels unto dishonor. It says, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you, and shall be in you.
Just as I has always said, they just that won't make it.
6. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father.
Comforter is what? The scriptures. This one strength your spirit.
With a fat nigga in Harlem.
Not a fat nigga in Harlem with a garment on. And his head bad up. And this big black greasy nigga.
It says, but when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceeded from the Father, he shall testify of me. It says, St. John 16 and 13, howbeit, when the Spirit of truth is come, he will, or it, as the Apostle said, will guide you into all truths. For it shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever it shall hear, whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come. So that's what prophecy. The Spirit of Yahushai. This is St. John 16, 16 and 13. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, He will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and that he will shew you all things to come.
Most I actually open our minds that we could see these things coming to life. You understand?
The same to these people is yes.
They which we were 4 times seers and now called prophets. So right now we see in Salakia.
Because why we are the seers and
hey, we seeing and we were prophets I mean to say before. So we seeing and we coming out now, we seeing and we coming and give warning. You know, we saying before it happened.
Right.
We actually seeing the pic as Brother Marcus I said the Bible is like an open picture book. As you open the page, you picture, you know, flip out. You understand? So we see through the Spirit and power by Shami Shai, you know, by the power of the Holy Spirit, hey, we seeing the prophecies coming to life and playing off. We seeing these bombs sitting. But we want to be in the chariots when they hit. That's why we out here in the fear and love, which is reverence or Yahweh Shami Shai.
Things to come, right? We're going to do what the Holy Spirit shows in prophecy. That what will come. You understand? That's what we're going into.
It's not going to sit down because I was reading that I was reading it, they mentioned that Yahweh shows in the book. And to use the scenes to give us the understanding of this book. Because like look at this moment, like you might be reading or might be doing something, or you might be trying to figure out something, like just going in this blank stage, like you're hitting your head like you're trying to jump start. That is the mindset it was in before this truth, before Yahweh Shai, before the time of restoration. That's that which we in right now. Before Yahweh Shai gave us back the understanding of this word. This is 2 Ezra chapter 4, verse 20. It says, behold, I will go as thou hast commanded me, and reprove the people which are present. But they that shall be afterwards, who shall admonish them? Thus the world is set in darkness, and they that dwell therein are without light. You understand? And that is how we were back then. And guess what? 2 Israel is still without light. Because the scripture said the darkness and gross darkness shall cover the people. You understand? So gross darkness coming more and more. Esau realizing, and I was watching the video with the apostles was talking about back then, I think it's One West, when they talk about the guys that come out in limo and saying we spend billions for you not to come to this. How you come to this? You understand? Because you can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. This is 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched, and as for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which had been so long without fruit shall be declared. And the truth being declared right now. The spirit of Yahweh shall
glands open up to receive these things. So you see the vision. You can see the apostle Gabal talk about having that vision. Right? He always talk about like women can't be carpenters, because carpenters, you have a plan and you have a vision of what you find a product going to look like. So men can achieve that, you know.
Hey, it's like maybe if you plan this be like it's the inspiration of the Most High. Because one thing with an artist like you could look like, I know much when this happened to me, like when you're gonna draw something, you'd actually just look at a blank piece of paper and see an image, and then drawing don't come like drawing always come like if you trace it. Because you're just looking at a blank piece of paper, everybody go look at a blank piece of paper. But the more you look at it, the more you're gonna see lines, and all you do is just tracing the line, and then you have an image. And that is like back then, when who sculpting all them sculptors and things, and who didn't come and play.
They have a man on Facebook, you see the different time. They might draw a picture, by splashing paint and then dragging their hand. When it's on the picture upside down, it's our whole face.
Because the image way. So all you do is just put the image in your mind, as the both sides is put a blueprint in that inspiration. And I said the scriptures talk about that in Job. And I said the spirit in a man and the inspiration of the both sides. And guess what? Women do that. Women do that. They might have it like to do minor things, but on a grand scale, they don't have it.
But they have. They talk about the wicked months, task force, what? Wicked months, that's how many months they have. You know, they have months, but demand.
You know what is the greatest blueprint that a man can have on this earth? The blueprint to connect with us in the scriptures. Understand? That is like back then, we had the ability to read the signs in the stars. That was like how you take out blueprints. You don't have no more. But when the Lord gave us the blueprints to connect with us in the precepts, to add precept upon precept and to paint an image, to bring that picture to life as the brother just said. Hey, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 24. Somebody can read that. If it's not 24, it's verse 40. Try 14, please.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 14. It says, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh as the waters cover the sea.
Yeah, so as the waters cover the sea, so we're going to be full with the knowledge of Yahweh. So as the brother rightfully said, we're going to bring the spirit back into the world on a full scale. That's why the scripture said, they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, know the Lord. For all flesh shall know me, said Yahweh.
That's right. This is St. John 6 and 63. It is a spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profited little. The words I speak unto you.
The words that talk about the words of the scriptures. The words that he speak unto you, they are what?
They are spirit.
They are what?
They are spirit.
And what?
And life.
And life.
They are life.
Yeah, that is the Lord, it's the book. That is what the spirit is. Spirit has nothing to do with you lying down and rolling on the ground or jumping up in the damn air and singing a bloody song. Or chanting, you know, what the hell is we chanting? What do you want with that? What do you want with doing stuff? We going down Friday night for your act, and then you roll it, and then you roll it and go away. You must have, you might want to Alex, what's she going on? You're in Ireland. I said, wait there.
She made by Mazda.
She was being played by them demons, or she was being played. So when they catch them fits,
yeah, epilepsy.
She was being.
A demon with demonic breath. Yeah, and that. You know what thing?
He laughing and
he dancing more.
But when I put you in those scriptures, all the other shall says go. Some of them just beg to leave. You understand?
And I tell them,
all the disciples did not go through all that pressure to cast out nobody. Understand?
the shadow of Peter was healing.
You understand? It holds up Elijah and by my man. Elijah in the shop.
If I really read, there was speaking in tongues only means a different language, because why? The Israelites was scattered in all different nations amongst different people. So some was speaking French, some was speaking Spanish, some was speaking Patois, different languages, and they all get the understanding of scriptures, and they started prophesying in their own language. That's all it's saying. It's not talking about babbling, like psycho babbling.
Hey, I didn't go to that. I did some research on that time. I think it's a priestess of some Roman, ancient Roman or Babylonian deity that is actually doing that kind of
I believe it goes way back. Yeah, it goes way back.
Yeah. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 10 says, but the Most High hath revealed them unto us by His Spirit. For His Spirit.
By His what?
By His Spirit.
Yeah, because if a man writes a book and he died, guess what? The spirit of a man would be in the book.
They will live on.
Yes, but live on through the book. You know what I mean? Can't. His doings were recorded in the book. Go ahead.
He saw does that in this book. But
yeah.
Just say he named lands after his own self.
Yeah, exactly.
That's him living on too.
Yeah.
So them lands gonna get removed.
Says, for the Spirit
searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of the Most High.
All the deep things. The things that is not understood. A man can't get. You know? Who is to get? The men of the Lord. That's right. We know the deep understanding of the scripture. Who knows how to go into, you know, something and break it up?
Hey.
Was it given to everybody to know?
We people in the modern day Israel fucking shit, you know. You understand? Because just doing a little research on like the Hebrew, right? And what it's saying basically how Hebrew, the original thing pictography, because what we're using right now, the paleo ain't even the real thing, because I just lines. Basically like what they did, like Adam, they say words paint a picture in your mind. So what they do, they take pictures and make words. You understand? You understand? So they're actually telling a story. You know, they will take an animal or something, do offer the characteristics. Like the Hebrew word yad, which is hand, goes back to working thing. Because normally your hands will used to work whatever the case is. And the person was bringing out like they was bringing out Psalms chapter 1, where it says he that Psalms chapter 1 and verse just bear with me 1 sec. It says blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and in his law doth he meditate day and night, and he shall be like a tree. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law doth he meditate day and night.
Hold on. Give Revelation 1 and 3. 1 and 4. You see that? Yeah. Revelation chapter 1 verse 3. Yeah. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Right? This is he that readeth.
Right, verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in its season, his leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Right? So the person was saying, hey, when you read a scripture like that, you actually see what it's saying. You can actually see a tree by a river of water with the fruits and everything like that. So the ancient men, what they do, they take these things and they put it in a picture, because they also break down another psalm, right? With the loving kindness of the Most High, right? And when they actually take the pictures of the words and put them together, it basically saying the loving kindness of the Most High is like, hey, the Most High actually opening the arms, right? And bringing it into the bosom and shielding it. You understand? So the thing is with the Hebrew here, with the pictographs now, you actually seeing what the person is saying. But coming down the line of the Greek and the different writings, when it turn into they call it linear, right? You're not seeing no picture, so you can't understand what it's saying. And what the person was also saying, when you put the pictures together and go back to the customs of the people, then you're going to understand the scripture. But if you ain't understand the ancient customs of the Israelites, and you don't know the actual, you understand one shit. For them Christians, they know one shit.
If you don't know the shit of the Israelites and who they are, and what, because like what the scriptures is about, is a love story between the Most High and Israel. Like all, you must know the issue.
Because I was saying, by the pictures, they actually, like you're bringing the story to life, right? There's school in the Arms on the bottom. It says, place of institution devoted to teaching and learning. In the early history of Israel, the home was the primary agency of religious training, which was imparted chiefly through conversation, example, an imitation. You understand? So like, they show you the walls of David. So they said, you know, David took up the stones and he hook up the more and Jake. Jake like to be an anti. You understand? He took one stone and he swung it and he whacked it. You understand? Like Jake.
Moab does do that too. In some of the stories, like when they take any stick thing on the dragons, Moab does do that too, tell stories by Zalakya.
Like Joseph, the pictures was interpreted because what 7 was the cattle, fat cattle, and then the lead cattle, right? 7 years of prosperity, and then 7 years of famine, right? It's the seeing the vision, understanding the vision. When you have fat cattle, it's prosperity. And that's just like understanding our vision. See, Daniel too. Most like, because he gave us, he says, speak unto the servant in visions, in similitudes, right? So that's the pictures too.
Some people actually learn trade better by watching the person doing the work than actually hearing them. You understand? Pictures actually tell an important role. So, hey, as I say, words tell a story. Why you take the pictures now and turn them into words? Allah represent strong, represent a man, represent cattle. You know? We know all these days in this modern time with English. Hey, your daughter shall tell us better, so we become like potons. Everything you mix in all the genealogy to the languages. Because where English is, mixed up 6 different languages, Nordish,
Saxon, Germanic, French, Latin, Greek,
and Hebrew is the father of them all.
Jeremiah 6 verse 16. It says, thus said the Lord, standing in the way and seek and ask for the old path.
For the old path. No, if you don't understand history, you never understand scripture plain out.
Hey, and Iba or Iba, right? One of the interpretation means from beyond. So that is from the past. You understand the Passover, but it also means one from beyond. You know, before they came to Mesopotamia.
That's why this society, they push a doctrine of live in the time. Don't go back, don't look back. You know, move with the times now.
Yeah.
It's like for you that go back and look. But from the time you go back and you look at history, you're going to start to understand the scriptures too. You know? After you go there, there you go. Start one by one. And then mix you on the continent. Yeah, go ahead.
Says Jeremiah 6 verse 16. Thus said the Lord, standing in the ways and see and ask for the old path, where is the good way, and walk therein, and you shall find rest for your souls. But they said we will not walk therein.
Hey, when you look up the word old, the word there old is the Hebrew word Iwalam, which means everlasting, everlasting paths. So you might think old, and as the brother said, if you go into them words, you're gonna lose the whole meaning of that. Old means like, old, why we have to go back in the old times increasing. Back then we still live in tents. Now we are houses. Why we have to go back? But the word is everlasting. Because the Most High laid a foundation from the beginning. And I started that man where you shall live thereby.
I don't want to find back the way and come out from the present thing that they're going through. They need to go back to what your true heritage is. They need to go back to find out how you used to live. Otherwise, you're just going to something over a precipice.
What the Most High is going to show us how to live.
Then don't
Islam teaching us the laws how to live. Understand everything that the Most High do, you can have reason for doing it. You can have reason. Some other scientific reason, some other health reason for the laws.
you know, people think when you go outside, they can't know the technology in it. Yo, you know what I create the technology?
Yeah. when you read in Revelation 21, it said the city had no need for the sun or the moon because the Lamb was the light therein. Like you have a chariot light before that Jerusalem forever. You can't even make a bulb that do that. You can't even make a bulb that can light for so long. They're going to burn out.
And that's why these people don't put them on no more because they're thinking it's like this. When they think about the God, coming back. That whole
That's some kind of fairy thing.
Both sides give them technology. And they feel them better than the both sides. They say new technology.
They believe they know everything now. They create technology. That's why they believe them free will.
And they know how to fly.
Yeah,
they know how to fly. They don't fly to the foundation of the earth.
And when they go in Egypt on the walls, they have flying machines. They have flying machines way back in that time.
Peru.
Right.
In Nazca. They had, when they dig up, they found some little like trinkets with an angel in a chariot.
So they believe they know it all. They're moving with the time. No, but now Shimmy Shai has technology where he can quantum.
Hey, you know what's Yappa? Yappa is that video that come out of Iran. Uncorrupted by Esau. Right? Yeah. Chariot, you know, chariot just dancing and playing with them. You understand?
Yeah,
just dancing and playing. That was Yappa.
Heavy shots, you know.
Really shots.
Hey, you see what else going with some Jake too? You know, one of the downfall they believe they don't have no sex in the kingdom. That's total fuckery. Then they believe it's a bald-head white man. So hey, as a Jake, you have a low self-esteem like boy. That's that?
Bald-head white man, you mean?
Yeah, bald-head white man. You know, like in most pictures for the show with boy. They show a bald-head white man with...
Yeah, he really kind of kept... Don't want to be judgment, boy. He rocks when he shake it up. Boy, this one of them, he rocks when he shake it up.
You know? And you know some of them pictures show the Lord come down touching a white man with a bald head, but here only here now. You understand? So Jake actually have a low self-esteem like, hey, we don't go through love in slavery. If this man come back, we just might as well just go back in slavery. You know, that's why some of them when they go to church, they prefer he stay up there and just bless, let me do our war and just bless me still, you understand? But it's not like that. The Lord is an angry black man. You understand?
Hey, Jake, he's so trying to be Jake, and Jake still have a low self-esteem. Back then, you remember watching TV, how women have a nice fat ass. It's like a discrimination for your ass fat and your ass too big and J-Lo and fat ass. J-Lo went from being Jake to being Esau.
Yeah, because she do reduction. What about the Jake that they had in England? Right? They mummify her body because of her big ass.
No,
also the sheen him.
Sorry about that, Jake. No, what they do is they would care, they do from beautiful to be white or light skin. But guess what? Yeah, Esau put melanin in the skin. Again, boob implants, breast implants, where they put, I think it is lip Botox, collagen. Collagen in the lip. Collagen in the lips, you understand? To what? To look like Jake.
They're doing
they have animations where they're doing one set of thing in the hair to get afro. You understand? And Jake still has no self-esteem.
Still has no self-esteem. Your music created some time, yo. Most I said it was made for your
sake.
For your sake.
Maybe the scripture said, in the image of the Most High, made the man. If we made in the image of the Most High, why are we supposed to have a low self-esteem? As the brothers always bring out in Naruto, they say, I can't get them out of God-like body, and them is Jake.
Because you saw falling in the event of him up on the ship. Now we were going to watch the game. We have a power school. And we have a lot of self-esteem, you know? So now, Jake, I don't self-esteem.
Now, we actually will look like an altar boy.
Alkalite.
You understand?
We call them alkalite.
You cut off your balls, your voice don't get deep. You understand? You talk too hard when you talking so loud. And a man, much here on the face, you looking rough so, shirt and tie, what kind of bullshit?
Oh, yeah, this copy, so. Yo.
So the wisdom of this was foolishness in both sides. Because the thing that made cherish in this life, that jacket and tie, that expensive suit, guess what? That's nothing compared to what we had back then. Anybody can make that fucking suit. Back then, we used to make purple, royal purple. You know how it was taken out?
There was some snails. That's in Laodicea. Used to make ice salt. Like it's, they use it, they see like that what the Egyptians would use. Like how the Egyptians would paint the ice. Right? We used to make something called ice salt. They used to heal the ice, draw it cold.
That's not like this. I said you purple. That was really wealthy because by something that
expensive.
Like gold.
It was expensive to make. So
expensive, but like it's something that not anybody can acquire.
Only the opulent and the rich could afford it.
You understand? Like this kingdom, right? Anybody can take it. And we ain't true, we praying for his name. And I said his name because anybody can take any cloth and they any type of cloth and they have garments.
Just a name you.
You understand? It's just the name you're paying for. You understand? You just paying for a label. You understand? Well, back then, things had like should have talked about the gold of gold. That was like fine gold. You understand? Fine, pure is gold. Material, you understand? And the things that we can inherit in the kingdom, got to come together. You understand? For one a chariot, you can say, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, but the heart understood. So we don't know how grand the kingdom gonna be. We just know our extent. The scripture says we only see but a fraction of its creation. You understand? The scripture says streets gonna be paved with gold and with fine jewels. You understand? But hey, guess what? We can still far exceed. We can go there, we can be still surprised. We can still be surprised about the kingdom.
All I know is a chariot. Let's start a chariot. Own a chariot.
Yeah. I want a chariot. I want a
This is Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts is his name.
Hey, but that was talking about the most sensitive portion of Jacob. But guess what? Two folds. Jacob not like the other nations. Understand? Because if you read higher verse, things that we inherit and the most side that gonna bless us. Guess what? Even you see in no incident in the Bible where the nation, where Israel said now the most side with them. The most side was with them. And they had to give respect unto the other God, the other nation's gods. But it's the incident where the nations came against Israel and they had to give respect unto the Most High. You understand? They had to give respect unto the Most High.
Daniel and Nebuchadnezzar. Like Daniel and Nebuchadnezzar. When Daniel didn't bow down to when the dollar support, the symbol, when it ring, he was supposed to bow down to the image of Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, God. I think he put Daniel, that's when Daniel landed. Right? And the power of Jacob delivered Daniel. Right? Also, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the oven. Right? The power of Jacob delivered them.
You know? Hey, not even the Elamite thing. It's a sure so artist. This is one of them when they was given Zerubbabel the go ahead to rebuild the temple, and he was talking to Ezra. He say, wherever the Most High command or little thing, go. Wherever you have to exact from my kingdom, do that. Lest the Most High come and destroy the kingdom. Man wasn't playing at all. 19 seconds is just 8 and if I could find it out. Them kings wasn't playing with the power. Just
I think Cyrus, you know that the Lord had appointed him.
Right, come. This is first Esdras 8 and 19. And I, King Artaxerxes, have also commanded the keepers of the treasures in Syria and Phoenix, that whatsoever Esdras the priest and the reader of the law of the Most High Power shall send for, they shall give it him with speed, to the sum of 100 talents of silver, likewise also of wheat, even to 100 cores, and 100 pieces of wine, and other things in abundance. Let all things be performed after the law of the Most High Yahweh, diligently unto the Most High Power, that wrath come not upon the kingdom of the king and his sons. I command you also that ye require not tax nor any other imposition.
Hey, if I'm not mistaken, I think that is the only nation who never wage war against Israel. Because the Assyrians wage war, the Babylonians wage war, Greece wage war. Greece destroyed, and the Romans wage war. But when the Medo-Persians came in, they waged war against the Babylonians, and Israel was done captive. So they took Israel. But I said to come in and do destruction, they didn't really do the destruction in Israel. So that's why Israel had all them favors, and especially Cyrus realized that they go side with these people. All these other nations, they dealt treacherously with Israel. I mean, they did treacherously, you know. Them Elamites and them. Understand? Yeah. They did treacherously, you know. Understand? So we can do treacherously with them too. Yes, especially the women. Understand? And you very treacherous with them.
When drink from the cup, whether I like it or not. They go drink from, jump in the jug.
Yeah, you see now ring it out.
Yeah.
Ring it out to them out.
You know what I mean?
Like sometimes you just the last bit of wine. The last bit you just shake it.
Shake for that water.
But I tell you,
Shake some water. Drink that.
I tell you, drink something from the by young.
Yeah?
You do what?
He drink all the empty bottle
Until you get hungry.
until he get a cup. So much I got to see and collect.
We are real faith, boy. Like the 5 loaves and the 2 fish.
Right now, Elam have a church and they be watching the people saying long ago, tithes of silver and gold, and they used to take it and pack it in the basket. And pack it. Why could I dead, yes? I said, nah, boy. I said, hey, Jake is the worst to believe these people, boy. They take the silver and the gold and they pack it in the basket. They pack it in. And all they don't want to get the pastor and the thing. Yes, you are the last $100 in your pocket. I said, eh? They say, boy, you're about to talk to the pastor. I'm going to the pastor, my last $100. You see how the pastor looking down there, eh? I said, no, boy. I'm telling you that using tactics to make the people them feel bad to draw the last $100. Like Elam do.
This is book of Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 34. It says the word of Yahweh that came to Jeremiah the prophet against Elam in the beginning of the reign of Zedekiah king of Judah, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, I will break the bow of Elam, the chief of their might, and upon Elam will I bring the 4 winds from the 4 quarters of the heaven, and will scatter them toward all those winds, and
And there shall be no nation whether the outcasts of Elam shall not come. For I will cause Elam to be dismayed before their enemies, and before them that seek their life. And I will bring evil upon them, even my fierce anger, saith the Lord, and I will send the sword after them till I have consumed them.
Right.
Yeah, the Elamites on them. Most I go and destroy them. And the Elamites on them. Yeah, you Elamites. You Elamites all they have to pay too, because as big brother say, all you're dealing with each other stuff. In these last days over here on the side, Shalom man.
Shalom.
All you're dealing with each other now. So that skin up face when you see me like you're better than fucking. You understand? And when I say Elamites are talking about peace, then yeah.
That's right.
Don't feel we only here dealing with the so-called white man. All you have to feel it.
Judgment for them, for Moab and Ammon.
All nations go all nations go bow down to Israel. All.
The Africans.
All nations, all other nations go come bow down to
Tyre and Zidon prophesied that they'll get judged for what? Selling us unto the Grecian.
Israel, as the scripture says, Israel going to be a praise in the earth again. And we go remember how all they deal with me while she was here. Yeah, I won't forget.
Treacherously.
It says Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 14, for out of prison he cometh to reign, whereas he also that is born in his kingdom becometh poor. That's right, Lord coming to tell and everything, so we're coming out of this prison. And the Lord say we're going to have double, or shame we shall have double. Now the Lord cast us down, cast down but not forsaken. Lord cast us down in sight of the nations, so that what? So that when the nations, build up the price so much in case when the Lord raise us up, and pursuit of wisdom of Solomon 5, Lord gonna make that prophecy to full life, to full creation. Understand?
Scripture says, water them not receive the compensation on this side.
I precept thereafter. This is the book of Ezekiel 39, and I'll start at verse 22. Right, just to back what the brother was saying. Ezekiel 39 verse 22. It says, I'll start at verse 21. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am Yahweh their power from that day and forward. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword, according to their uncleanness, and according to their transgressions have I done unto them. Mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. After that they have borne their shame, and all their trespass whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I brought them again from the people, and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then shall they know that I am Yahweh their power, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen. But I have gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, said the Lord power.
When you say hide his face, hide his wisdom no more from them? No.
That's something I feel. This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 18. It says, for I know their works and their thoughts, they shall come, that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory, and I will set up a sign among them, and I will send those that escape of them unto the nations, to Tarshish, to Pul, to Lud, that draw a bow, to Tubal and Javan, to the eyes of far off, that have not heard of my fame, neither have seen my glory, and they shall declare my glory among the Gentiles. And they shall bring all your brethren for an offering unto Yahweh Hashem Shai out of all the nations upon horses, and in chariots, and in litters, and upon mules, and upon swift beasts, to my holy mountain Jerusalem, saith Yahweh Hashem Shai, as the children of Israel bring an offering in a clean vessel into the house of Yahweh. You understand? So God said all the nations can see glory. This is Jeremiah 33, verse 8. And I will cleanse them from all the iniquity whereby they have sinned against me, and I pardon all the iniquities whereby they have sinned, and whereby they have transgressed against me. And it shall be to me a name of joy, a praise and an honor before all the nations of the earth, which shall hear all the good that I do unto them, and they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure unto it.
This is Ezekiel 34:27. I'll start at 25 though. It says, and I will make with them a covenant of peace, and will cause the evil beasts to cease out of the land, and they shall dwell safely in the wilderness and sleep in the woods. And I will make them and the places round about my hill a blessing, and I will cause the shower to come down in his season. There shall be showers of blessing, and the tree of the field shall yield her fruit, and the earth shall yield her increase. Ezekiel 34. And they shall know that I am Yahweh when I have broken the bands of their yoke, and delivered them out of the hand of those that serve themselves of them. And they shall no more be a prey to the heathen, neither shall the beasts of the land devour them, but they shall dwell safely, and none shall make them afraid.
Ezekiel 36, verse 8 to 12 and John to 35.
This is Ezekiel 36, verse 8 to 12, and jump into verse 35. It says, But ye, O mountains of Israel, ye shall shoot forth your branches, and yield your fruit to my people of Israel, for they are at hand to come. For behold, I am for you, and I will turn unto you, and it shall be tilled and sown, and I will multiply men upon you, all the house of Israel, even all of it, and the cities shall be inhabited, and the wastes shall be builded, and I will multiply upon you man and beast, and they shall increase and bring fruit, and I will settle you after your old estates, and will do better unto you than at your beginnings.
Yeah, than at your beginnings, like with Solomon. Lord will do better at this time. And I said, that penny, that one penny, if you know how much work that one penny have, understand? Guess what? We can't even handle 2 pennies. Right.
And you shall know that I am Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
1 penny gonna be too much. Understand? When you're gonna have an eternity to enjoy 1 penny. When?
Yea, I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people Israel, and they shall possess thee, and thou shalt be their inheritance, and thou shalt no more in henceforth bereave them of men. Jump into verse 35.
Yeah, you shall cast us out no more. Well,
and they shall say, this land that was desolate is become like the Garden of Eden, and the waste and the desolate and ruined cities are become fenced and are inhabited.
Yeah, because when they watch Israel right now, Israel is a barren wasteland. I know you can remember this video for this, I think it's in 2011. This Israeli woman was saying that she just heard that the Negroes materials are native and Israel, and she said, hey, we need you.
You can't.
Look at the land over there. The land is a wilderness. And when the royal sea come in, then the land gonna be blessed.
I think she was Palestinian. I think she was Palestinian. The woman.
This is Isaiah 35 and 1. The wilderness and the solitary place shall be glad for them, and the desert shall rejoice and blossom as the rose. It shall blossom abundantly and rejoice even with joy and singing, and the glory of Lebanon shall be given unto it. That's Israel right now, the important plants, because the land can't produce nothing. They don't pollute the land. Hey, guess what? We don't pollute the land that when the land cast me out. And Esau go on and claim a polluted land. Right now he living in the Lamas. Yeah, sir, but you're not going to cleanse it and bring in the royal fruit. It says, the excellency of Carmel and Sharon, they shall see the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai and the excellency of our God. Strengthen ye the weak hands and confirm the feeble knees. Say unto them that are fearful, that our fearful heart be strong. Fear not. Behold, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, your God, will come with vengeance. Even Yahweh Hashem Yahshai with a recompense, he will come and save you. Alright? Verse 5, then the eyes of the blind shall be opened and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. Then shall the lame man leap as an hart and the tongue of the dumb sing. For in the wilderness shall waters break out and streams in the desert. See, the Lord calling Israel, the land of Israel desert right now. You understand? Because it's barren. And the parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land springs of waters. In the habitation of dragons which they lay shall be grass with reeds and rushes. And an highway shall be there, and a way, and it shall be called the way of holiness. The unclean shall not pass over it, but it shall be for those, somebody give me Isaiah 52:1. But it shall be for those, the wayfaring men, no fools shall not err therein. No land shall be there, nor any ravenous beast shall go up thereupon. It shall not be found there, but the redeemed of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai shall walk there. And the ransom, and somebody give me Isaiah 52:1 and Revelation 21. Yeah, and I think it's Revelation 21. The last two verses. There's verse 10. It says, and the ransom of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai shall return and come to Zion with songs and everlasting joy upon their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing shall flee away. Praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Go ahead.
Away. Put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garment, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee. The uncircumcised and the unclean. Shake thyself from the dust.
Because it says what? It says, it shall only be for what? For the redeemed. You only the elect gonna be in that city. Understand? Well,
shake thyself from the dust. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from my heart, from my band, of thy neck, O captain, Lord of God.
And that is what's going on right now. We're losing our bands, shaking off the dust, and we're making our way back to Zion. You understand? We're making our way back to Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. You understand? Last two verses, 21.
21. This is Revelation chapter 21 and verse 26 and 27. And they shall bring the
two verses up.
Verse 24. It says, and the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it. And the gates of it shall not be shut at all day by day, for there shall be no night there. And they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it, and there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination, or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life.
Understand? Only the elect gonna be in that city. Understand? We gonna shed. Understand? As the scripture says, Lamentation 1 and 10, they're not supposed to enter into the 10th generation to bear. Understand? That land is only for Israel. But the scripture said, we shall not be reckoned among the nations. Israel shall dwell safely alone. We're not gonna share with royal to come in these last days just to see that ain't happening. All this shame, all this punishment we're going through for the Lord just to say, hey, all the nations now.
It's like was what it is. I can't remember just or Superman, one of them animations. where they had oh gosh, one of dark side enemies, but they was living on a planet, and the gods themselves was living in a floating city, and all the peasants was down on the ground. They was totally separated.
Alita.
Yeah.
Only rubbish trains on it.
That one is a Blue Mountain? The Blue Mountain?
Yeah, I think
You?
And I don't put them off my shoes.
Use that one.
Because the mountain where you can touch my skin.
That's how we. That one. I bring that friend.
Before I step in my yard, and I clean my shoes. Then I walk in my yard. Then some other nation gonna wash my foot.
I want a red carpet. Edomites. Line up shit to my door. Yeah. I walk in and Edomite box.
and you're beating them with it too.
Why thinking like that, but close to Timber Grand and in the city where you're going to go, let me see how to walk from here to the market. There's a line of either might just put two tenders to touch the ground. You just give somebody woman.
Put so delicate.
To touch the ground.
Yeah, that. How?
Yeah. A spikes, man, a spikes.
Cleats. Cleats, running cleats.
Yeah.
So real wickedness.
And it generating the power to make the way politics up to it. And you're telling them hush to it. But when they find they make no noise, they say, wow, like it ain't hot enough.
Hey, I just read in his son the body say that biblical teaching was like showing the examples and like theatrics.
Huh.
Hey, when I'm a one, it's Ahaz, the king that destroyed the Edomites. Amaziah. I think you're right, Amaziah. When Amaziah cast him off the rocks and he split open. Yeah, because his son, Amaziah did it and Amaziah did it. Gathered them up and forced them. All them things we got, hey, she must say, I shall take that evil thought.
And this is where Samuel do it.
Crash.
Son, I skip the right things together. Your heart shall take, thought shall come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought of God. Understand? The heart shall meditate terror. Understand? That's how we get our beach. You must say a cruel, let's see if I can find it. Somebody told me the news time.
This is Deuteronomy.
I think it's a cruel messenger, so it's set upon me. But in Revelation, it says what? Revelation 2:25. Whoever that roll up higher, we look up there means to rule with cruelty. We have the cruel rulers to Esau and other nations. Understand? We have the cruel rulers.
Deuteronomy chapter 32. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 29. Oh, thou that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end. How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sold them and Yahweh had shut them up?
Sounds like point, yeah.
Nice rifle. Nice rifle. Most likely to give us God like bodies.
Psalms 149 and verse 1. Praise ye Yahweh, sing unto Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. It says, let Israel rejoice in him that made him. So let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let them praise. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the device in the dance, let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For Yahweh had taken pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful and in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
Ain't there a reason why you Lord coming with chariots this time, in this time? Understand? Lord can easily make you walk to Jerusalem. But Lord coming with chariots to show that, hey, there's my people and there's how much I love this people. You understand? Coming to save them with a great salvation.
It says, verse 6, Psalms 1.
And despise and look at nothing. You understand? These are my people.
Zephaniah 2:1.
Psalms 149 and 6. Let the high praises of power be in their mouth.
And the scripture says Micah 4 and 10, it says being pain and labor to bring forth for Jerusalem. Hey, we can suffer now. But hey, when the Lord comes to deliver us, we can forget that we was ever in slavery. You understand? Yeah, we're gonna forget who was ever in slavery. We're gonna wake up and we're just like, hey, you know that? I got a dream, boy. You know, there wasn't. No. I think I would say, well, you know what? Hey, dream is that way. Not knowing that here, but I really have to. We're gonna forget that too. I'm gonna be a thing on the past.
I think that is the
finale. I'm gonna go reading the archive and say, but we were slavery, boy.
I think that is in the finale 3. These fools are...
It says Psalms 149 and 6. Let the high praise of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them judgment written, this honor have all his saints, praise ye Yahweh.
As the scripture said in I think it's Isaiah 41. It's 41, right? 42, so it says the name of Ethiopia and name of Egypt, something like that. You shall come over on their chains.
Isaiah 45 and
30. Shall come over on their chains. Understand? Because they're going to be our slaves.
Yeah, Zephaniah 2, yeah. 2:1.
Yes, Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Say, gather yourself together, yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
Yeah, going back to what I was saying, you know, we're looking down on we have on to meeting one vessel of the sun I write about now, but the Most High going and come with salvation and that double glory, you could say, in the wings, you know, the children of Israel. So keep on looking down at us, but Most High just now when I had to look up, you know, that city on a hill that cannot be hid, you know. And tobacco here saying again, Zephaniah 3 and verse 11, in that day shall thou not be ashamed for all thy doings, where thou hast transgressed against me. For then will I take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in thy pride, and thou shalt no more be haughty because of my holy mountain. Right? But the scripture says we're not going to be ashamed. Meaning what? We're going to forget that we are in slavery. We're going to forget all of these things, you know. We're going to come like a dream at the night.
Right. Look at this. It's Micah 7 and 8. Rejoice not against me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall be a light unto me. You understand? So don't rejoice now that we fall, because we're going to rise. You're going to lift us up. So you rejoicing at our voice, because they are rejoicing to see our fall, so they're going to see our salvation. You understand? That's why they rejoice to see here. Finally take down Israel. They finally throw them down. Look at them now. Look at how we had a woman walking like stuff in the streets. You understand? Look how we had them. And the sons turning into homosexual, transvestites. You understand?
Yeah, that big actor, Malik something. He like Chani porn. You know, that big actor. I forget what
guy I think trans the rapper, marry a tranny. All that money and you going to pay freaking on my money. All that money. All that money, you know. Marry a woman. You want to marry a man who treats a woman. You see the people, there's something wrong with the script?
This is the financial.
Now it's Lord said you get a proper skirt. It's a proper skirt. All that money. Get all the women in the world and you marrying a man that treats a woman. Something wrong.
And you're in the kingdom.
And you're in the kingdom. By Islam. In Islam kingdom, you're going to have 100 virgin boys. By Islam doctrine.
That just broke me. This is Zephaniah 3 verse 4, starting at verse 14. Sing, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O Israel. Be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. It says, Jehovah Hashem Yahushai hath taken away thy judgment. He hath cast out thine enemy. The King of Israel, even Jehovah Hashem Yahushai, is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil anymore. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thine hands be slack. Jehovah Hashem Yahushai, thy power in the midst of thee, is mighty. He will save, he will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you.
Yes, the scripture said they shall recognize them as the seed of the surplus. Understand? So we can get our fame in that time. We ain't getting that acknowledgement. I mean, we've been acknowledged, but not in the way that we're supposed to. We've been acknowledged. In Isaiah 50, 52 and 13, I believe, it said, my servant shall be extolled highly. Look how the word extol. The word extol means to praise high. And he said they're going to be extolled high. He said they're going to be praised very, very high. And it's Israel. As the virgin daughter of Israel. Elect.
Even in our Lamentation, when our enemy was praising the seven, this is Zion, the perfection, I'm roughly paraphrasing. The perfection of the earth, and praising the earth. Yeah, it's supposed to be back to glory.
For I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, said Jehovah Hashem Yahushai.
Yeah, all these nations could have been.
That's right.
America, we should like either my shit or J to them that we come from calling things. So hey, surprisingly enough, whenever you can see it might happen. I see either might roll up on one of the brothers preaching and call police and say a group of black men out there, you know, look like they're ready to rob somebody.
And they should have in black lightning and the girl fuck up Chicago. You understand?
But hey, there's a kingdom. There's a kingdom. Wherever you have been like that, every kingdom, you don't want excuse. Do we have to do? Because when we're going to do, we're going to hold back. Nobody not going to rise up and activate. You think you're going to have Martin Luther Kingdom, Martin Luther things in the kingdom, or Malcolm X in the kingdom, talking on behalf of your other nations? Ain't gonna have no white panthers in the kingdom. You understand? Or no KKK. You bring it on peaceful protest. England had no protest. You can just say, when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. You understand? Or you nations, you can be protesting in the kingdom. You will have be under so much oppression that you will have to get out to talk. From right, but the kids can actually put get out to talk.
I have an article that ain't gonna have in what someone ain't gonna have in the kingdom.
They go be like Elam.
Go back when you first come out, from check when you make it. People know. They tell them, we don't have nowhere to go. You go back to Russia. They tell them check.
Go back to Petra.
Go back in the cave where you come from.
Petra, won't see it.
That's not near America. How America is yours?
Go back into the land of very, very, very bad people. Bad people. In the words of Donald Trump.
Good.
You have an article here?
Yeah, this is an article from Reuters. Yes. It says gay chemsex is fueling urban HIV epidemic. Is AIDS export war. Right? It's a surge in chemsex party where people spend days getting high on drugs and having sex with source of partners. Is refueling epidemic of HIV among gay men in Europe, in European tongue and Sydney, Dr. C.
Right, so they're going to these parties and they're taking them chemicals, them drugs, them pills, them mollies, them all them kind of shit, right? And they're just having non-stop parties, like raves, non-stop, right? But it's among gay communities. Now, them drugs, them chemicals down here, because, you know, that ecstasy, molly, K2, all them drugs, all them, they're disaster pill, they call them, right? They reach down here, you know, they're having them parties down here, and the police having a problem with that. But you say what, it causing a rise in HIV in Europe among the gay community.
It said despite much higher risk of contracting the virus that causes AIDS, as well as other sexual transmitted infection, STD, use a search online. It said hook up apps like what or tag
Grindr. There's a homosexual app.
Oh.
There's make fun of that, and they say watch them late night news program, like not news but things like oh gosh, Jon Stewart, this girl they have Samantha Bee, she's been on TBS. Them late night programs now. But them sit down with the host and talk. This next asshole he have his on his team Coco on TBS, I forget his name. This tall leader Mike. I just talk about all them things. Why?
Say online hookup apps like Grindr or Tapped, such high and horny or party and played to find other wanted drugs. They say high tended and often annoyous and unprotected sex.
Now, these things closer than we believe, because even that party, if you all remember a couple of months back in the beginning of the year, they talking about the Sex Island, the party that they had in an island off Trinidad, Venezuela, it was just off of Venezuela, right? That kind of news program, that kind of late night sit-down talk show, late night talk shows. They make it, when they're talking about Trinidad, they actually mention Trinidad. Because they have these things here. They call them Zessa parties in Trinidad. With all these gangsters and things, right? They will have these parties in Las Cuevas, Maracas, Shakari down the islands, all the places where they have the whole weekend. They just popping them molly and them ecstasy and K2 and all them shit. And they just fucking whole weekend.
All this judgment, because a lot of these hoes out there, we can't keep the mouth closed and the leg closed. Coming for them. You understand?
Yeah, keep the mouth closed.
Yeah, because what happens when you see the Most High, the Most High is the greatest chess player, because when all these STDs, these sexual transmitted disease bust out there, when all them break loose, you got no medication for get. You got to deal with them plagues. You got no medication. You can't run and get injection. You can't run and get a pill. You got to deal with that. So before you die, there's a lot of pain you got to go through. You understand?
So man who can destroy the flesh, but for him that can destroy the body and the soul in hell. Roughly paraphrase it. The most I can make you what? Feel that pain, be tormented.
We've seen examples of that right here on the earth. Yo, it's a torment that your arm torn off.
Yeah.
Or the latest video I see a man riding a bike and get his head lick off. What lick off that man's head, bike?
The angels. The angels do that. Most I said take off your head.
It's in a laureate.
The head remain in the helmet.
Yeah.
Someone see the looks on the outside.
Terrible about that.
Right? Terrible. It looks terrible about that.
Just like the judgment day earlier this month with the two old women in the public transportation.
Right.
The most I said a steal from a next truck into the bus.
And impale them.
The two women.
You know, strategic. Yeah. Yeah.
That's where the game itself finish him.
Once I come back.
Yeah.
Finish him.
Hey, and with that, close enough. Should I come say, God praise the
Yawa, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
set up Lord and say, apostle and elders, a great millstone taught on the truth. That's that pushes truth in sincerity. Right? And to the sisters, the sincere sisters that listen.
In
Right?
silence.
Silent and listening.
Not prophetess.
Right?
Prophetess.
It's an instruction to this place. Right? Now what? Now, how you did act?
Mawat Lakbabal.
What? Bal. Right?
Shalom.
To the elect Shalawak.
She said,
Shalom.